Hello everyone. Before we get started on this week's episode, just a quick word that YouTube in all its infinite wisdom has decided that some of the Die Party games are now not suitable for advertising. It doesn't mean a whole lot for the content. I'm not going to censor the videos in any way, but if you'd like to lend your support so that Die Party can continue to grow, please check out the Patreon or subscribe on the Twitch channel. Enjoy the episode. Why, hello there, Cowpokerinos. Welcome back to another week of Die Party News, a somewhat weekly role-playing experience using the Deadlands Reloaded role-playing backstory system, whatever you want to call it. Boys, we're here. We're gonna spooty it up because we're fighting a giant spooty today. Well, we tried to last time and he didn't really do too much again. I don't know what it's fucking doing. But we'll see how they fare today. Let's introduce our players. Up first, we have none other than Mr. Drummer Boy himself. What up, sir? How you doing? Tell me about your last couple of weeks. It's been a while.
Yeah. Hang out, did work, did the E3 thing.
Nice, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The weird ass news from that, and then today I'm a year older. Yay!
Whoa, this is your birthday today?
Shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Spooty wasn't your last week like your birthday or something, or the week
No,
before?
when we were gonna do our first week of the show was my birthday.
What are the odds?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Yeah.
Woo. Cheers to you.
Thanks.
How did you turn? 16?
28.
Damn, dude. I'm older than you.
Oh.
Let's not bring age into this, shall we?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
You can see the gray in my beard.
I'm starting to get a couple.
That's why I shaved down, basically. I'm not joking. That's why I shaved down. Couldn't deal with it, son. Couldn't deal with it. But yeah, like, what'd you do for your birthday?
Nothing yet. I'm probably gonna do something on the weekend.
Oh yeah. Any plans? Getting crunked, getting drunk? What were you doing?
Yeah, probably just like hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
Have a meal.
Nice.
Maybe play some music. Play some music live because I don't get to do that very often.
Is it going to be a very special birthday for you, or is this going to be another day? Welcome to adulthood, where birthdays don't mean shit anymore.
Like, I'm pretty much doing what I want to be doing, so like, it's been a good year so far. Just living on music, and what more can you ask for, really?
Hell yeah.
Doing better financially, and then keep the ball rolling, whatever.
Make it to the ripe old age of 97 and have a glass of whiskey and slowly slip off to another Netherland. That's the way life goes.
Or by the time I'm 97, have like my brain implanted into a robot.
Surrounded by whiskey. Like it's like in its own vat of whiskey constantly. Nice. I like it.
It's like saving data to whiskey.
Hell yeah, man. And then someone drinks it and gain your knowledge. Oh, that's a future I want to live in. That's the future I want to live in. But yeah, man, like, so E3 rolled around and you helped me out with that, and we did like a whole shebang on that shit. But I mean, I know this has happened for myself and Brian, but did any of the resulting newses or anything like that inspire you to do something? Anything at all?
Not particularly.
Yeah? Oh, man.
Although I did pick up, I've been wanting to learn 3D stuff forever, and Sable kind of made me like, hey, you know that cool game that kind of looks 2D, but it's all 3D? Take up 3D now. So I downloaded Blender. I've been going through tutorials, and
That's the sand game, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that looks really fun.
So I'm gonna do 3D stuff and start making my own Twitch alerts and see what happens.
Hell yeah, man. If you get any good at it, let me know.
Sure.
Make me a robot chicken.
Yeah.
So Spooty, who's not
Yo.
your birthday. What up, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Yeah, so E3 kind of inspired me in a couple ways. I've been playing offline, or not on Switch. I've been playing Elder Scrolls Online, and I gotta tell you, it's a good fucking game. It doesn't have that traditional MMO feel. Like, you can play that shit solo. I was worried about it not feeling like an Elder Scrolls game, but it's not all that bad. I kind of like it. The skill tree is kind of weird to get used to, but it's pretty damn good. What I have been streaming, though, in honor of the new Fallout game, is Fallout 2.
How's that one
how's that
in run going?
Hey, it's fucking fantastic. I love that goddamn. It's probably been, I don't know, 12, 13 years, something like that, since I played the game. So it took me a minute to figure out how to fucking just play it.
Yeah.
Once I did, I was kind of getting into it. I didn't have a whole lot of time. I maybe only had about 2-3 hours to play it, and I had some issues with my computer that Papa Dave helped me out with to get going. But no, it's such a fucking good game. It really is. Like, I've got to like get myself back in that mindset of like super old school, isometric fucking shit, you know? So I think this weekend, I'll be streaming it again this weekend. But yeah, Timmy Traeger, he's a special character.
Yeah, okay, let me tell you a story. Tonight, I've never seen the movie, but my wife loves this movie.
My wife.
Yeah. We watched Serendipity. Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm,
So the main character's name is Jonathan Traeger.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know that. So I'm watching this movie, and we're both like, at the scene where he's like, write your name down on this $5 bill, and if it gets back to me, maybe I'll blow you. And he's like, all right, fucking writes his name down. And we both had to like pause the movie and be like, like, I don't know. It was weird. And when you took advantage of my name as well, dude, I was like, okay, all right.
It was serendipitous.
Serendipitous.
But yeah, it's really good. I'm still kind of in like the very obviously beginning of that game because I only played like 2.5 hours, and I ended the stream because I tried to enter a door that apparently I wasn't allowed to go in, and the guards just fucking shot me with guns. So I was like, all right, well, that's a good place to stop. But it's slowly coming back to me. Like I said, it's been over a decade since I've played the game. But I'm remembering sort of the pace of it.
Yep.
And how to do things.
Yep.
So, but it's very it's interesting to play because, like, with the newer Bethesda first person games, it's interesting because you see where the VATS system came from and how they integrated that, and it's really interesting because with VATS it was like, oh, okay, AP points, whatever, and then you just turn it off and fucking go. With this, like, your AP points, you really have to keep track of and know what weapon type has how many to use, and then you also want to have enough points left over to maybe position yourself to like get away from enemies. So that way, so that way they'll only have one attack on you instead of two or whatever, So it's something to get back into, but because I am an old ass fucking bastard, apparently, it does have a familiarity to me. Not only because I played it years ago, but I've played that style of game. Like, I grew up on that style of game. Yeah. So it's slowly coming back, and it's fun, and it's fucking, like, I forgot how even when there are like voiced animations when they're talking to you, they recorded and made different ones depending on your intelligence.
Yep.
So like when you're talking to the Mama Murphy lady in the first village, she's like, "Go find Trader Vic. Vic, you're the like." And she talks all fucking slow to you, and I was like, "This is great.
Yeah,
It's fantastic."
that's what I'm saying. Like, I really wish they did that for the new Fallout games, but they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, the only notable one is like New Vegas,
Right.
but like they don't treat you like a fucking idiot like they do in 1 and 2, which is like super special. I really highly suggest that at least maybe watch a playthrough on YouTube or something if you don't want to do it yourself. But
Or, watch my stream.
yeah, watch the stream. But like, fucking, we both know you're not going to finish it.
Yeah. We'll see.
But that game is fucking great. Like, yeah, at least because of how it sort of works together and all that sort of shit. But yeah. I've also been playing Fallout, but Fallout 4, I never finished Fallout 4 because I didn't really enjoy my time with it. It felt like I was being pulled in too many different directions with that game. So I modded the shit out of it.
Oh, yeah?
So it's now nuclear winter. Everything's snowy.
I've heard that there are mods that you can put on it that make it really actually feel like a Fallout game. Now, I don't know about like dialogue mods or anything because that's the shittiest part of that game.
Well, one of the dialogue modes that I have is in the original Fallout, it just gives you like sarcastic and hopeful and
Right.
like, it doesn't tell you what is being said. But I got a mod which basically makes it look and feel like how it does in Fallout 3, which is to say it writes exactly what your survivor is going to say, and you can pick between the answers there.
Yeah.
So that is, a step in the right direction, but at the same time, like, it's so focused on like shooting and stuff. Like, VATS isn't even a thing in that game if you don't want it to be. You don't even have to use it. You can just like shoot a dude.
Well, yeah, because VATS doesn't even freeze it. And when you turn on VATS in the game, they're still coming at you.
Yeah, very slowly, but yeah.
But yeah.
And like the other stuff like the settlement shit, like I one of the mods I got is basically just like sim settlements. So you just put down plots and you say, okay, when a person moves in, they can live here, and then they build their own house and then they live in it and shit. It's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like it's definitely like a good fix for it. The other mods that I got, because I'm playing on survival mode, which is to say, yo motherfucker, I hope you like drinking and eating everything because you're going to be doing a lot of it.
Yeah.
But it also made the game like stupid hard. And when I say stupid hard, I mean like, well, the only times you can save is when you sleep. So, and the only times you can sleep is when you're tired. So it's like this weird like save scum minus game. So one of the mods I got was like you can just turn on and off like the particulars about survival mode. So I made it so that I can, press a button to save. And I sort of toyed around with like, because you get fucking thirsty like that, like, and it like drains you and all that sort of shit. So I just kind of toyed around with a little bit of that, and I've kind of made it nice. But basically, I walk into a room, I get fucking my head blown off like instantly, and I was like, fuck, and it really makes you think about how you play that game. So
yeah, and I mean honestly though, like, I mean it's been said probably a million times before, it's not a great Fallout game, but it is a great game.
Yeah, no, it's a fun game. Yeah,
it's not a bad game. It's just it was a really, really a turn. As much of a turn as like Fallout 3 was, this was even a farther direction. But now that they're doing 76, I can see where they're going, and I'm really interested about 76. I think that the great thing is, like, people were about griefing and all that stuff. Well, the thing is that the map is 4 times bigger than the map in Fallout 4.
Yep.
There's only, 24 people a server?
Yep.
So the chances of you even running into anybody are so slim. The whole nuking people thing, apparently what that mechanic is, because that one YouTube channel, they released their documentary about it where they're like embedded in that stuff. Yeah, Netclip. The whole nuking thing is when you nuke an area, what that does is it actually creates a end game high level area to run through.
Yeah.
So it's not so much blowing up, it's not so much you use to grief people. It's something that's incredibly difficult to get to in the first place. And when you do set it off, only high level people can even go in there anyway. So it really is sort of like the end game kind of content. So that's kind of intriguing to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with Bethesda, so I'll give it a try. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's kind of like, when it's just going to be a spin-off game. Like, it doesn't bother me that much. Like, if anything, I'm just going to treat it like Ark. Except this game will have like a,
But it is supposed to have a story and quest line.
Like, I'll treat it like Ark, but, well, more, I guess, more to the point, Conan. Because Conan also had a plot line. So
Sure. But I think from what I'm seeing, I think 76 is going to be even more story driven than like even Conan is. Because Conan, you don't have to fall. I mean, I'm sure in 76 you don't have to be there, but in Conan, the story to me felt like kind of an afterthought.
Yeah, I could see that. It deletes your character at the end, so I don't think they give
a fuck. So. But I don't know, man. I don't want to. I'm excited for it, but I'm not like going like. I don't think it's gonna be the best Fallout game ever made. I mean, for me, that's still Fallout 2. But I don't know. It's. I don't know. And maybe I'm being nostalgic. That's almost why I wanted to play it, because I was like, I remember this being the best Fallout game I ever played. And I think that's why I'm kind of playing back through just to see. And so far, I fucking love it. So I don't think it's nostalgia. There are gameplay hurdles that I got to get through, like I was saying before, but I don't know. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a beautiful looking game. It's going to be a huge fucking map.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, you can
I think
servers on that game too. 76.
What was that?
Apparently, they're going to make private servers a thing on 76.
Yeah. I've heard tales that it's like coming later, and some people are saying that all you have to do is just play with your friends, and I don't know. It seems silly and dumb and whatever, but I don't know. I've never really been a big fan of like wanting to share video games worlds with strangers. Like, I've never been a huge fan of that. Like, even in Ark, I don't want to jump into a server and be like, well, I made good progress today, then sign in tomorrow and someone's just come by and taken all my shit and blew a hole in my walls and whatever. Like,
but I don't. And again, this may be pipe dreaming or something, but I get the feeling that it's not going to be like that, because they've even said you load into a different server every time and you bring your settlement with you. Mm-hmm. And they said that on the very, very rare chance that your settlement is in the same place as someone else, it's literally your settlement becomes part of your inventory and you can place it anywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, there's no way to know, but fucking November, so a few months, and we'll find out.
Exactly. And anyway, I'll be playing Battlefield 5 with my whammon waifu Nazi soldier, so
yeah, have fun with that.
I will. It'll be good. Speaking about fun, Maleo, my man, what up? How you doing?
What up? I'm doing great. Just chilling. Working all day. Started new work today for a small period of time. I need to get up whenever we finish here. That's my alarm clock.
Oh, wow. Glad we could help. Jeez.
So ever since I came home from work today, I was like, oh, wait, I have to play later. Wait, when does it end? At 6 a.m. That's when I have to get up. I need to sleep.
Well, welcome to real life, where the points are made up and the points don't matter.
That's right.
So, you boys ready to jump in and play some role-playing games?
Let's do this.
Run all the way back to town.
Yeah. Run away!
So, last time players basically managed to get into here's the thing. I'm going to be completely honest with everyone. I had a note somewhere about this, and I apparently didn't save it. So I'm trying to remember the guy's name that I made last time, but I can't remember the NPC. His name was like
His name is Waxy.
oh, that's right. And
Yeah.
yeah, because
Candles. Yeah.
the candles, yeah. So yeah, you guys managed to get a posse together with a man named Waxy and head on north of how do you fucking say it? God damn it! It's gonna be Ludbrook, Libic, Lubbock. I fucking Lubbock. And good old fucking L-Town. Yeah, no, you managed to get a posse together to go hunt one of the great problem makers of northern Mexico, or I guess the middle Mexico, a giant gargantuan tarantula who's causing troubles in Texas. So, as you guys know, fear is bad, and it's your job to make sure that fear conquers no man, and you do that by, killing them and then spreading the word that you did such a thing. So you decided, fuck it, let's go kill this thing. Ended up being a little bit more than you guys could chew. Garrett jumped into the stomach of this thing. To try and kill it from the inside. But it's not really working out too well. So what are you guys going to do?
Is he still inside of it?
He is, yes.
So he's Draxing that shit.
He's Draxing it. Yeah, he's Draxing it.
Where are we at as far as initiative order and all that shit? And should we pull more chips? What's going on with that?
So we are at the start of the session. So if you give me a second here, I will do a shuffle. We do not shuffle the cards because there's a pile already out, but we are going to draw new chips. So Spooty, starting with you, let's draw some chips out.
All right. Ooh,
Hey.
I only get 2.
Okay.
All right, that's not bad. I'll take that.
Drummer boy, draw your 3.
1. Oh yeah. 2.
That's good.
Oh shit.
That's still good for you, but also good for
Hot damn.
It's my birthday.
Oh,
Literally.
that's a fucking birthday draw right there.
It's a birthday
All right, Maleo, you draw your 4. Nice. All right.
That'll work.
And then I get to draw 3 and 1 for the gargantuan.
Is all the blue chips on the board?
Hell yeah, they are.
There's only 4?
Yep. No, there's 5. There's 5.
Okay.
There's 5 red and 5 blue and 10 white. So now we get to draw initiative, starting with Mr. Spooty.
All right.
Now, did you level up? Or is that no one leveled up yet?
Or 1 away.
1 away, okay.
I should probably pull up my character sheet.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm at 9.
Okay, cool. So you're 1 away then.
Yeah.
All right, drummer, and then Maleo. Looks like a 7 to me.
Yep.
So I'm gonna draw 1 for the spider and 1 for the men. Look at that.
And the men are on our side, right?
Yes, they are. The posse. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. So getting back into the
actually not trying to kill us, as far as we know.
Yes, as far as you know. All right. So starting with Mr. Spooty, I suppose. What would you like to do?
All right. So I have a quick question.
Yes, I have quest.
I've quest. So I know what I can use miracle or spell wise, whatever you want to call it, out of the Deadlands guide.
Mm-hmm.
What am I allowed to use in Deluxe? Because I can't quite.
It should tell you everything that you should be able to use. Let me just take a look here.
And I guess I should have asked that like 40 minutes ago when we started the call.
It's all good. It's all good. Let me just see here. I'm trying to open up all these books because there's 3 books you got to open up for this game. So, okay, I need to actually find it in my game stuff somewhere. 1 second. Savage Worlds Deluxe. There we go. All right. So, if you take a look at your spells in the deluxe book, there's a bookmark for powers.
Yeah.
So basically, every single one of these will have like trappings attached to them. So the other thing is too, if you go to the actual Deadlands Player's Guide, if you scroll down to the
in Deadlands?
Yeah, the Deadlands Player's Reloaded Guide. If you scroll down to the very bottom on page 122, there is available powers by arcane background
Right.
book thing.
But now that only lists the things in the Deadlands book. Those things under Miracles Blessed, those are only in the Deadlands book. So that's where my question comes from. What can I use in the Savage World Deluxe?
Let me take a look here. So Bolt. Yeah, no, that's what you can use.
Only Deadlands?
Well, it looks like they've put it because the faith stuff isn't
in Savage Worlds.
It
Deluxe.
is. It's miracles and stuff, but so hang on, let me just take a look here. Maybe there's a
because if I could use something like Bolt, like that would be great. Because there aren't a whole lot of attack spells in Deadlands.
No. I'm pretty sure it says it somewhere, but I'm just trying to find that page. So, if you guys are wondering, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we have to do here, and we have to like jump across 3 different books. Well, I have to jump across 3 different books in order to find all this stuff. So you know,
and I'm a bad live player. Like I said, I should have asked this before we started. But.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's just the powers by arcane background.
In the Deadlands book?
Yeah, in the Deadlands book, because it actually does say let's take a look here. So when it comes to like weird science and stuff like that,
right.
They get access to everything. Which is to say wait, where the fuck are the spells now? Where are the powers? There we go. I see. Yeah, so like for example, I'm pretty sure Bolt isn't in this one, but I could be wrong. No, it is. Okay, that's weird. I see what you're saying. Like it doesn't necessarily.
Like I don't. It doesn't seem like a good compendium to, because it doesn't.
77. It says anything between on pages 94 to 120, a fair game. Using miracles under the blessed.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says you just had there's like a ranging, like how hard it is to actually get your.
Yeah, but that's different. That's the player's handbook for reloading.
I mean, because Bolt literally says like streaks of holy light. I'm a priest. I don't know. I mean, that seems.
Okay.
Now I don't.
Let me just
So-
real quickly.
So yeah. And I mean, we can forego this till next session. It's just something to think about. I'm not because I think what I'll do actually is cast Windstorm or pray for Windstorm on this thing, and get it staggered and whatnot.
Yeah, that's a weird problem to go through because I know it does say all this stuff. So.
Oh, well, let me. I'll just do Windstorm. Yeah. Because I'm close enough to him.
It does. It does seem priestly. Yeah, I will admit that. But I always thought that it told you what ones you could use and shit, like regardless.
Yeah.
So
That's what I thought too. But yeah, that's no big deal. We'll figure it out later. All right, so I'm going to do Windstorm. So let me cast the template, which is 2d4.
I mean, you're gonna hit it. You're only targeting.
Is there only one of them?
Yeah, there's only
Wow.
one. Maybe not.
Good thing.
I don't know.
Good thing.
Yeah.
All right, so that is a faith roll. Yes.
Yes, faith with a -2.
So I got a 4 and a 6, so that's success.
Yeah.
All right, so he is in the Windstorm.
I'd be okay with you using any of the powers in the book. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like I just read over the Arcane's backgrounds for miracles and stuff like that. Like as long as we follow the same rules, which is to say whatever difficulty it sets at, that's a difficulty you have to roll on your faith point to make it happen.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. Like I don't see any point with it. And as long as you make the trappings sort of spiritual in some way,
sure,
then no problems whatsoever.
All right. So I've got this whirlwind or whatever it is, Windstorm.
Now remind me what that does again.
Yeah. So it does.
Because I'm pretty sure all the ones that you have are all new from the player's handbook, right?
Yeah. It is. Hold on, I'm almost there. So I know that he has to pass a check. Out of doors. Everyone within the whirlwind is automatically blinded and must make a vigor roll or be shaken each round. Any ranged attacks that cross through the twister suffer a -2 penalty. Okay. I can move it as I wish each round at a pace equal to my spirit die type. If I take any action other than concentrating on the spell, I have to make a spirit roll or the windstorm goes away.
Got it. Okay, cool.
So the spider is blind, and at the beginning of his roll, he has to pass a vigor roll or be shaken.
All right, so you also have your lady friend who can do something.
Right.
I've forgotten her name as well. I think it's Minerva.
Minerva.
Yeah.
Can you have her just take a normal shot at the thing? I don't want her to fan the hammer because I think there'd be too much of a penalty because she's already at -2.
Absolutely. So we got shooting. So 6-5. Okay, that's fine. And boom. Goddamn.
Goddamn.
That's a hit. And the damage is higher than... Holy shit, she's the first one to damage this fucking thing. Goddamn. By the power of Christ, she her aim is true.
She's a true believer.
She's like holding the gun forward and doing like the cross with the other hand and just
Yeah. Goddamn. So its toughness of the gargantuan tarantula, as mentioned before, is 16. So it is wounded. Good fucking job, gunman. Holy fuck. Guys, I need to be playing this game. You guys are garbage. I'm going to be the one playing this game. So gargantuan tarantula takes a wound of 1. Boom. One of 3.
Shit, yeah.
So you hear this screech as, I don't know, it shoots a mandible off of its face or something like that. It's probably like some sort of claw or something, shoots it off of its mouth, and it screeches in pain. And very loud. Not that you guys have to make another guts roll or nothing. Wait, didn't she also have like some sort of weird like Tourette's or something like that she got from this thing? She rolled on like a PTSD thing.
Hold on. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh yeah, she has a tick.
Her trigger word is spiders, and when someone says spiders, she twitches uncontrollably.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what I'm just going to do. I'm just going to make a duplicate of the gunman thingy.
Select your game. Hold'em, 5-card stud, spider solitaire.
Yeah. So we're just gonna edit this and call it Minerva. So that Minerva has her own sheet now, boys. That's good. And she didn't get anything, right? Nothing special from that aside from a Twitch. So yeah. Her last name is Harney, in case you're wondering. I actually have her character name written down on a sheet.
Harney, like Harney.
Yep, Minerva Harney. I will give you access to her sheet, Spoody, so you can see her as well. So there. So that is her right there. So what would you like to do? Okay, so yeah, shot done. Boom, boom. Maleo, you are up, good madam and sir.
Yes, sir. I would like to, first round of combat, use my blue chip.
Okay. Remember, you can just delete them. You don't need to do that.
And I like to use my last PowerPoint. Last 3 PowerPoints to burst it with a +3 on lead is a +6.
No. You just roll an extra d6 on top of it. Unless you're picking something else.
No, it's just a burst.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so the burst is 2d4, I believe.
Damage? It's 2d10 damage.
No,
2d4 is
2d4
just like
for the burst.
Yeah,
it's to see who you get in it.
Yeah.
Because remember, there are other people, and every time you roll a 1, you hurt other people. Okay. Yeah, so 6 people get affected by this, but in reality, it's just the spider. So what's the attack roll on this? Can you remind me? You just roll your weird science, yeah?
Yeah. And then...
Oh, dude. Roll an extra d6 for me, please.
Ouch.
Okay, you're good.
Yay.
So, yes, it hits. How much damage is it? It's like 2d10, right?
2d10.
+2. What's the +2 from?
It's just the damage from the burst. I think.
Okay, cool. Yeah, 12 damage.
No, because we were blessed last round combat.
Oh, you were blessed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right. Absolutely. So this is just for this round, right? That's how that bless works?
Yeah.
Okay. Shower of flames, light or other energy burst, produces a large fan of flame. Okay, so now remember correctly, the damage for it being on fire was actually an 8 of the toughness. I believe is what I said last time, right? I can't remember. I know there was something like the toughness is lower for some reason.
I don't know. I just know that the last round of combat we had is me trying to do this last time, and I missed with a 15.
You missed with a 15?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
But
not. It's
did I
not so
not
much a
get,
miss. It's more like toughness and stuff. Okay, yeah.
did
If
I
that's,
not get the D6, or was that used on the weird signs?
I believe you get it for both. Let me just double check. Okay. No, it doesn't get added to damage. It just gets added to the roll. So if you ace, so basically you gotta so if you manage to get like say one more on that to get a 9, you would have aced it basically. Which means you would have got an extra d6 on your damage. But because you didn't get 5 higher than the requirement of hitting, then it doesn't ace. So basically, that's what it means. Like it, you need to roll a 9 in order to get extra damage, basically.
Right. Yeah.
So with that in mind, I guess this doesn't. It just. Oh no, that's right. When it's on fire, at the start of the round, the hazard is what ticks over. Right, I remember now. Yes. Sorry, it's coming back to me. It's been 2 weeks since we played this. So basically, it's on fire. It was on fire because of
Threw my last molly at it before I ran away.
yeah. So on its round this time around, it's going to get a it's going to be on fire from both your attack and from Andrew's attack, but it doesn't matter because it's going to hazard. It's going to make a hazard roll, I believe.
Agility roll versus caster's arcane skill roll to avoid the blaze.
To avoid the blaze. It's blinded though, so it probably doesn't even see it coming. What was it?
It says
Targets within the template may make an agility roll. No, I'm gonna say it doesn't see it coming because it is blinded from the whirlwind, right, Spoody?
Yeah, the spider is blinded.
Okay. And actually, you know what? I think you even miss because you didn't add the -2 for the situational. Oh no, you did. You added it right there. Is that the 2 from the whirlwind, or is that another 2?
Don't think I get another -2.
The -2 from the whirlwind. He has a
Yeah.
whirlwind up on it, and it's a ranged attack. Is that from that? Did you add it because of that?
I don't think I have any other -2, so yeah.
Okay, just checking. Okay, so at the start of its round, it's going to do a toughness check against Vigor, I believe it is. Where the fuck is the... Oh, it's so annoying. Like, this book is great and all, except it's like completely made up of weird stuff. All right, so... Each round, the victim catches on fire. At the start of his action, roll to check to see if the victim catches on fire. Again, if he does... Okay,
So we wouldn't roll that until after my turn.
And at the start of his turn, I think it was. Or did we make it the start of your turn?
It's the start of the spider's turn, right?
Yeah, the start of the spider's turn, he has to do a vigor roll.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't until after mine.
Right. So he's not shaken yet or whatever.
No, he is shaking because of your spinny thing. Or else he wouldn't have taken damage.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So he's shaken, in order to not be shaken.
Yeah.
But if he fails his vigor roll, he remains shaken.
Yeah, so how the fuck does he take damage from the fire? God, I have to check the rules every single time I play this fucking game because there's so many weird rules. Okay. Okay, so Okay, so it's 1d10 damage against his toughness every round. So that's what it is. All right. So at the start of his round, he's going to make a 1d10 damage while he's on fire, and then he also gets to make a Make what? After each round, a victim catches fire at the beginning of his action. Roll as if checking to see if the victim catches fire again. I don't know what that roll is. A 1d6, and if it's a 1, he catches on fire again. Okay. Cool. So now we know the rules. We can keep playing. Whew.
Hooray!
That didn't take too long. So, Drummer Boy, you're up. You were running away last time, right? So
Yeah, I'm continuing to run to get my horse and a rope.
Tell me more, sir.
It's
What would you
about
like?
the size, it's about the size of a cow, right? What do you do with a cow?
Yeah, it's a little bigger than a cow, but yeah, like a big bull sort of thing.
Yeah. So I'm running to grab a freaking rope and a horse.
Okay,
See if I
sure.
can tie this thing up a little bit.
You can get there. Roll me 1d6 actually. See how much.
Yeah, Hoth this motherfucker.
Do you want me to hit the run?
Yeah, I guess. Whoa, 8 inches. How the fuck did you do that? Did it explode? Oh no, you got a +2 from your. You got +6 from your vitality, I guess. So yeah, no, you can get there and you can make it halfway back. So next turn you can use your whole movement and an action.
Ooh. And I still have control of Garrett, so he's going to stab at the thing's insides.
He continues to do so.
Does that not wound since it's already shaken?
No, it will do shaken because it's uncomfortable, but it won't wound.
Okay.
He has like the Bowie knife, though, right? He's just going to like.
Yep. But as Drax painfully pointed out, the toughness is the same on the inside as it is on the outside.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever.
Okay, so now it is my turn. Spooder's turn. So Spooder is going to first make a vigor roll to see if it can get out of the... or not get shaken, right, from the whirlwind. So let's try that.
Right.
Wachang! It's fine.
Ah,
So it breaks free of your whirlwind. Oh, well, no, it doesn't get staggered again, right?
well, yeah, he's not staggered. He's still blind as long as he's in the whirlwind, though.
So he's going to jump out. Let's just say... 1 is 12 o'clock behind it, basically. No, 12 o'clock would be directly behind it, I guess. Okay, so it jumps backwards. So there's now still a whirlwind between you guys and the spider. However, he is still on fire, so let's roll a 1d10 to see how much fire damage he has. And remember, an 8 or above is damage.
There you
So
go.
he will take damage.
Nice.
And now he rolls a 1d6 to see if he continues to be on fire. A 1 is him continuing to be on fire. Anything else is him not being on fire anymore. Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
This combat changed.
Yeah, all right. Well, I thought we were going to fight this thing for a while now, but we'll see how we go. And then it is going to spend its turn trying to remove the shaken penalty. So let's see how it goes. It's fine. It rolled 2 10s and a 2 on its
Jesus.
fatigue roll, so it's fine. And I had a -2 because of its 2 wounds as well, but it still got a 20. Man. Okay. So, it is fine. However, if Maleo goes first next turn, because of Garrett being inside of him, he will get shaken before anyone else. So roll high in your initiative, Maleo, so that Garrett can do his unearthly business. Followed by some gunmen doing gunman things. Now, I believe I said that there was 4 left last time.
That sounds right.
I could be wrong, but I do remember him eating 2 of them. So, They are going to throw dynamite, and they will have one more round of dynamite after this. So if I remember correctly, dynamite is a 1d6, I believe. But they need throwing and or shooting.
Don't we all have dynamite?
Maybe.
We could choose to pick it up. We all had Molotovs though.
Yeah. So, or no, everyone has run out of Molotov. I think the only person who has Molotovs left is you, Maleo.
Yeah.
No, I used mine.
You used yours? I think everyone used them. But the thing with the dynamite is that you have to all throw it at the same time for the explosion to do a big enough thing to damage it. So 2 of the dynamite hit, meaning that I need to find out what the dynamite damage is. Because I had it somewhere. I just don't remember where. Goods. That's in our catalog. Here we go. Dynamite. Dynamite. 1 stick is 2d6. So 2 sticks are 3d6. Okay, so 3d6. Need a 16 or higher. No dice. So yeah, explosions go off, but nothing happens. And that's the end of the round. So let's go back and draw some more initiative. Spoody, you're up.
Let's see what we got here. 6.
All right, drummer. Woof. All right.
Oh!
So with a joker, remember you can go at any point. And you can interrupt my action to take your turn if you want, or interrupt anyone's action to take a turn. So, for example, if I'm about to bite the head off someone and you haven't had your turn yet, you can say, Mr. GM, I do this. And that's how you can use a joker. Maleo. 7. Okay. And Spider. Good for you. And Gunman. Alright, so Gunman, go first. And it's Drummer Boy, you wish to go first. You just tell me when you want to go.
That I could come back with my horse on this turn?
You can go anytime you want. So you can be first or you can be last. It's up to you.
I'll hold off.
You hold off? You just tell me when. At any point you can interrupt and say, I want to do a thing. So, okay, so Gunman, once again, they're going to use the last round of dynamite. So there's no more dynamite after this. Okay. Oh, that's good.
It's 2 raises.
That's real good. That's 2 raises right there. So we are hitting with 3 sticks. So 3 sticks is 4d6. Plus an additional 2 6s, so 66. 6 Wow. How do you shit the bed like that?
Can I use it?
Nope.
No, okay.
We can't use our tokens on
Nope.
them.
Nope. I can use my token on them, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Leo.
Little boy, knowing that he doesn't have any more power points, he's gonna drop his device, pick up the gun he picked up earlier.
So, all right, -2.
Yep. And shoot.
Now, you are shooting through the whirlwind still, so -4.
That's -4.
Uh-huh.
So -4. skills. Unskilled. That is with a raise.
Ow.
That is with a raise.
Yeah. Good job.
I'm just gonna stand there and look at it while it does its things.
It's bad, and you should feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Garrett is gonna do his thing, cha. However, I'm going to spend a little duda to make sure that he remains unshook. So, all right, Spooty McTooty McFruity.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to. The spider's going last, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless Drummer Boy wishes to go last.
I'm going to move my whirlwind on top of him to shaken him.
Okay.
And then Minerva will take another shot.
All right, so you can move how far? 5 feet?
It's for my spirit die.
So it's like
the
a
whirlwind.
D10? So you can move it 10 feet?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is that far enough to get to him?
Let's take a look, because the movement of this dude is 6. So yes, 100%.
Yeah,
You can
okay.
get there.
Yep. All right.
So yeah, you put the big old whirlwind on him. And then Minerva is going to take a shot, you said, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shoot. Shooter. Wow.
Ugh.
That's a fumble. Do you want to use a thing?
Yeah, I'll use my white shit.
Okay, cool. Let's try again. Just delete it.
What the hell?
Oh,
I mean,
Well, fuck it.
yeah, okay. Oh, this is God telling her she doesn't want to.
Rest, my child.
The gun malfunctions in her hand, and she will have to spend the next turn basically
Fixing it.
Like, I imagined it was like faulty ammunition, or the gun was wet somehow, or whatever. Even though it's a revolver, and that doesn't make any sense. I don't know how. Like maybe the firing.
It just
mechanism-
jammed. It just jammed.
I mean, those guns. It's a mechanical gun, so they can't really jam, right? Like,
I don't know.
mechanical malfunction of some sort.
yeah, I imagine like the firing trigger was like misaligned or
The
something.
hammer is
Yeah, like, you know, gun words.
gun stuff.
Yeah. The pin hammer fucked up.
The pin hammer.
Isn't hitting the scope hard enough.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So Drummer Boy, do you want to go, or do you want the spider to go?
I want the spider to go first.
Okay. Well,
There's
the spider is
technically
going to.
I'm gonna be real close to it, I think.
Yeah. I'm going to spend another token.
Well, you're rolling vigor first, right?
No, I'm going to unshook myself.
Fire damage because you're.
Well, but you have to roll vigor according to the spell.
So what does the rollers rolling the vigor do? So if I move, well, here's what I do.
If you fail the vigor roll, you're still shaken.
So he's going to move out of the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to use, like, regardless of the result of the vigor. Well, I mean, I guess I could roll a vigor.
Well, yeah. By the letter of the law, he has to roll vigor, and if he fails it, he is still shaken.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, it's not a huge deal to me to roll vigor.
Well, then.
Wow.
Apparently it is.
What did he roll there? He rolled a 2. That makes a lot of sense. So, I mean, here's the thing. He's still shook.
Right.
He's still going to move out, and I'm going to
That's
roll.
fine.
I'm going to roll the 1d12 again. Probably just been faster for me to just type it instead of trying to find it. Okay, there we go. All right, so 3 o'clock jumps out to the, I guess, your guys' right.
Right. Yeah.
It's still on fire, so he needs to take his.
Yep. Yep, he does. Okay, 7. Not enough to make him shook, though. Not enough for him to take damage, I guess.
He's still on fire though.
Let's find out. No longer on fire. He is going to spend a Benny to not be shook, leaving me with 2 bens. And I am then going to attack Spoody.
That's a lot of fucking actions.
Well, no, he gets 1 action and 1 movement, and spending a Benny doesn't require an action.
All right.
So when you say I can go at any time, does that mean I can go now?
Yes, it does. So you basically see the gargantuan tarantula, eyes focus on Father Tom O'Malley. What would you like to do?
If it rears up to like get him, I'm gonna like.
It's in the process. Like, imagine you just turned on VATS. You can see it slowly moving. Right? This is the power of the Joker. The Joker is the VAT system.
So I'm gonna like try to wrangle 1 or 2 of its legs, whatever. Like.
Okay, so you want to do like a grapple check, right? But this sounds like with like a lasso, right? So this sounds like a shooting, or no? Do you have athletics? This is definitely going to be athletics.
I don't have athletics.
Okay, I wonder if there's like an actual roll. There's got to be a roll in here.
There's gotta be.
There has to be, right? Like hog tying a motherfucker. Come on, there's gotta be. There's 100% has to be.
I don't see one. I see throwing.
No.
I mean, I would accept throwing, but like I honestly, it sounds like lasso was just like a grapple check with throwing, right? Like that's how it sounds to me.
Yeah.
Do you have throwing?
I do have throwing.
Okay, I'll accept throwing. I'll either accept throwing or athletics in this instance. Like either one's fine.
I have a D6 throwing. I have a D10 riding, so I don't know if riding is going to count here as well because I'm on horseback.
Well, I tell you what. Let's get a riding skill, because remember, this is about whether you can control your horse to ride towards a giant fucking spider. So, if you can't, then it just won't do what you want, right? So let's get that. Let's see what happens first. Let's make a riding check first. So I didn't realize you were doing it on the horseback. I thought you were doing it on foot. So
no, I went got back to get my horse and the rope so I can like kind of Hoth maneuver pretty much.
You're gonna fucking snow speeder this ATST.
Well, I'm gonna like wrap its leg. If there's a tree nearby, I'm gonna like wrap the thing around the tree so it like has one leg.
You're gonna throw a giant bolt, tie the rope around a boulder, throw the giant boulder off a cliff, and let it struggle against it.
Well, like I'm just trying to like get its. If I can like suspend the thing by all 8, that'd be sick. But I don't know if I can.
Yeah, how much feet of rope do you have?
I think it was just like the basic rope, so 10, 20 feet.
Okay, yeah, that should be plenty. All right, so let's get a. So you got the riding, so that's good. And you aced with it as well, or you got a raise, so that's fine. Basically, what it means is you control the horse against its own fight or flight, and you sort of wrangle it up, and it protests, but you control it better. So you ride up, spinning a lasso. Let's get a throwing skill. And this will need to beat its parry. Because, you are going to... It's basically just grapple rules. So that's how we're going to roll with it. Let me just double check the grapple rules, though, real quick. To make sure that I'm doing it right.
So if I got a raise on the riding skill, does this help my throwing ability at all?
I'll give you a +1 on that. That doesn't sound so bad. Let's see here. Where is combat? Attacks. No. What would grapple be? No, it's not there. All I think about is that music from Shadow of the Empire when at the first level when you like try and rope the walkers. Yeah. Let's see. Grapples. Okay. Grappling is a post fighting roll. That makes a lot more sense.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll give you I'll give you a +1 on that for sure. So we'll roll a pros fighting. Now this thing is going to be tough to lasso because its fighting skill is off the hizzy. But yeah, you should be able to do it.
So is it throwing or fighting? Actually, it doesn't matter because both 36.
Yeah, it's throwing. No, you're against his throwing. So it only got a 3. Okay, I guess the wounds helped quite a bit.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to be a 4, 5, 6, and the wounds took it down to a 3. That's cool.
I might not even need to use a Benny on this.
It's up to you. So basically, what it will do is, okay. So you basically make him shaken, constantly, which means that people can still do damage to him.
Mhm.
But
And he's in the process of attacking. So if he's shaken and attacking, does he have to?
if he does any action other than breaking out, it's a -4 penalty. So the attack will still probably happen by a process of him being like jumping at Tom, right?
Mhm.
But it'll be -4 to his attack roll, essentially. Because the way that the Joker works is that you sort of interrupted his attack, and his attack is still in the process of happening. So
You know what? I got Bennies for days. Let's spend one.
Bennies for days.
So this with the +1. Oh god, I needed that.
Whoa.
Plus the D6.
Hachi Machi.
There we go.
So yeah, you got a 6. God damn, dude. God damn. 6 on either one. Holy fuck. Actually, well, it stopped it from being a fumble, so yeah. Good job. A fumble in a lasso on a tarantula would be you being dragged behind this fucking spider, for sure.
Good job.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, basically as it's jumping, you lasso one of its legs, and you almost pulled off your saddle, but you're not. And Father Tom, the fighting attack is still going to happen.
Okay.
It's injured, which means it gets a -2, and it gets a -4. So it's rolling at a -6 here.
Good.
So what is your parry?
You mean my toughness?
No, parry.
Parry.
Mhm.
Where do I find parry at?
The very top, next to where like your health and stuff.
Oh,
is. Yeah.
5.
Cool. Okay.
What the?
Whoa.
It had a -5, and it's still it aced. Yeah. So
What
it
is it? Oh, holy crap.
rolls 1d12 +1 for
Oh,
fighting. So, okay. So this is going to. What is your toughness right now?
6.
6. Okay. Just keep in mind, this bite that it's going to be doing on you is also poisoned. So you're going to be taking a hazard as well if you get hurt. So
The attack roll also has -4 though, right? Or -6 altogether.
I don't think so.
Or just the -2 from wounds.
It's just a -2 from the wounds, and it actually got a raise. So, wait, what is your toughness? Oh, parry 5. Yeah, so it definitely got a.
Parry's 5. Yeah.
It definitely got a raise, so it's going to get an extra D6 on this as well. Basically, the way that it works is if a victim is shaken or wounded by a bite or a weapon coated in poison, he must immediately make a vigor roll against the type of poison listed on the poison effects table below. If the poison has a modifier associated, such as venomous, the victim's vigor roll is modified appropriately. Okay. To treat a poison victim, the healer must try a healing roll minus the strength of the poison itself. If successful, the victim's life is saved and the poison no longer has any effects. Paralyzed victims can move, and those rendered unconscious wake. Each character may attempt only one healing roll per incident to cure the poison, but another character with healing may attempt to make a second attempt, and so on. Fatigue. So basically, all right. Okay. So let's see. Poison table. What type of poison is this?
It's strength poison. It makes me stronger.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pretty sure I read that somewhere.
See talent go into his bicep and just like,
Yeah. It's like Popeye and spinach.
yeah, man.
Doot, doot.
Creepy critters. Scrolling. Okay. Sorry. There's so many things in this book. Like, you have no idea.
The suspense is killing me.
Control F, man. Control F.
It's true. I should be doing that. All right, here we go. Okay. Doesn't actually tell me. That's annoying.
Hmm. Is it in the Savage Worlds?
No, it's in this thing here. All right. Well, since it doesn't tell me, I'm just gonna rule it as.
Savage Worlds, page 89 has a poison effects table.
No, I know. I'm looking at that, but I got to work out what the actual creature does because there's like it'll tell you what the actual poison does. So, okay.
Paralysis would make sense for a spider.
Yeah, I mean it is kind of a tarantula, so either paralyzed or knocked out. I'm gonna go with paralyzed because I don't think it doesn't have any problems with lethal killing, and spiders like to like save their victims and stuff. So
yeah, paralyzed makes sense. So he can eat here.
All right, so yeah, we'll go with that. So we're gonna do damage.
All right.
And this is gonna be with a plus d6. So where's raise? All right, boom. So 14 beats your what? 5?
That beats my 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
and it's raised. So you are paralyzed for 2d6 rounds.
For 2d6 rounds.
So you're paralyzed for 9 rounds.
Jeebus.
And you have a point of fatigue, which will recover within 24 hours of you doing
And
so.
do I take a wound as well or no?
So if a victim is shaken or wounded by a bite. So if you weren't shaken beforehand, you are shaken now, but you are paralyzed.
And where do we just remember that we're shaken, right?
Yes. You also have a level of fatigue, so make sure you mark that down.
I did mark that, yep.
Yep. So yeah, that's what happens. So you basically just like, the spider basically just like fangs just like scratch against like your neck or your face or something, or maybe like a hand or an arm or something like that. And basically you just like eyes roll back into the back of your head and you just fall down.
Now, being paralyzed, can I still pray for healing?
No.
Shit.
Praying is very much a vocal thing.
Well, yeah, but I could be like, and like I know what the words mean, and so does God.
That's
God's not
funny.
gonna be like, move your lips, mushmouth.
Okay, yeah. So, with that in mind, I guess that was Drummer Boy's turn and the Marshal's turn. All right, so let's roll initiative again. Now you can roll initiative.
I got Joker though, so we gotta.
Oh,
You're
yes,
right.
yes. You're right.
Or shuffle.
Okay, here we go.
Souffle.
Souffle. Man, it's actually fun, like playing as a GM, like with creatures that are like. I can see why people GMs like doing 5th edition, because then they're just like, oh, apparently this creature has like this thing that does this thing. So you know, I can see why people do that. Like I can get into that. So.
So Spoody's
We'll do him last.
paralyzed. He's paralyzed.
Yeah, but he still has an NPC, so he still has a turn, essentially. So,
Do you want to draw his card for him?
yeah, I'll draw him for him. You got a 4. All right, Drummer Boy, you're up.
Boop.
All right, Maleo.
Let's see.
7. Okay. Spider and people. Gunman.
There we go.
All right. Okay, so as a result of you tying him up, he's shaken, right?
Shook.
He's shook to the core. So I guess the gunmen are going to attempt to shoot now because they have no more thingies.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 attacks. Okay. I don't think these guys will ever be able to beat. Nope. Yeah. The 2d6. Like, here's the thing. 2d6 is never going to be enough to beat a 16 toughness. Just straight up. Like, they can't do it.
It needs to raise a lot.
Mm-hmm. So they're just using bullets, basically. So
You need 3d6 and a really fucking good roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, you do. So that's them. Spider's turn. So he's not on fire anymore, so he doesn't need to make that check. He's not inside the twister, so he doesn't need to do that check. He is, however, stunned. So what was it to break out?
To break out of grapple?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think it's just an opposing... I think until he wins an opposing fighting check, right?
Yeah. What's the toughness of a rope? Rope is 4 toughness. So, he would need to beat...
if he attacks the rope, then he'd be free.
Yeah.
Or if he beats me in a fighting opposed check.
Right. I mean, you're not... Here's the thing. You're not grappling him, per se. Right? So, he doesn't have to beat you. He doesn't have to beat your attack. But he does have to beat the toughness of the rope. Right?
Yeah.
Then
he has to attack the rope.
Yes, he has to attack the rope, which is to say that it's a -4, which ultimately ends up being a -6 for him. But that's okay. He's a big boy. I'm assuming he can do this. Come on. But I am going to spend a thingy to make sure that he's not shook this round. And he is going to make a fighting against the rope. No dice. That -6 does a fair amount of work by the sounds of things. How quickly the tides turn, right? Keep that in mind, boys. If you want to beat a big thing, you got to just tie it up, apparently. So, yeah.
It's a big thing.
I guess he struggles and squirms and squeals and nothing happens. Then the turn ends and he goes back to being staggered, I guess, or shook. because he is in fact still grappled.
And there's a dude inside of him with a machete stepping.
Well, I mean, that'll happen on your turn, which is now. So either Drummer Boy or Malau, you can go now.
Well, if he shook, drummer boy should go first. There's a lesser chance that I'll shoot somebody.
It's true, you're pretty garbage with literally everything you picked up thus far.
Yep.
How much of their advantage if I keep on lassoing his legs?
Lasso is not a thing you need to hold. Lasso is like, unless, okay, I'll tell you what, if you spend an action hog tying and then do something else, it'll be fine. If you tie it up, right, because you're still holding the lasso, right? So if you tie it up so that it's hog tied, that'll be a -2 on whatever you do next. But yes, you can essentially hog tie it.
If you hog tie a giant spider, I'll love you forever.
I mean, he's basically halfway there.
Let's give it a shot.
So this will be a second stage grapple thing. Is the way that I would sort of, make this work. Combat actions. Grapple. Grappling, okay. So you would just make an opposed fighting check. He gets a -4, I believe. 6. Yeah. After grappling the attacker may attempt to damage the victim in subsequent rounds by making an opposed roll as above. On a success, okay, yeah. So basically, you just make another opposed fighting check. Cool. But he doesn't get a -4 penalty because he's not doing anything. So he's just stopping you from doing a thing, right? So it's not, he's not making an action, right? So he still gets his wounds and all that stuff, but yeah. Basically, he's squirming around a lot is essentially what that equates to. So if you want to try and do that, go ahead.
Let's do it. Benny number 2.
Okay, so you're spending Benny?
Yep.
Sorry, that's not 6, that's 10. You need a bit. Because I didn't remove the -4, so. And you get a D6 here as well.
Yeah.
That can ace.
No dice. It'd be 10.
Damn it.
You can attempt to do it again at a negative. Oh, wait. No, that should have been a -2 anyway. Because you attempted to do, unless you were going to do something else. So, what are we going to do after?
I was just trying to tie him up more.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, so that'll be -4. Because the way this game's work is every single action that you want to do in a turn, you tell me. And then that negative applies to all the actions that you do. So if you want to take subsequent actions.
My only action.
Okay, that's cool then. We'll
if
leave
I
it at that.
spent my other Benny right now, could I get an additional D6?
If you spent your additional Benny right now, you can re-roll that entire thing, including the D6.
It's a red chip though, so I can add additional D6 to any roll.
Yes, but you've already made that roll. So basically, how this works is,
so I can't add after the fact.
You can't add after the fact, but you can re-roll that entire roll you just made, which includes the D6. But this time it'll be a -2 because... Oh, no, sorry. It'll just be straight because you're not making any other action. So you can re-roll everything. And if you use it as a white chip, I won't actually get another chip. So... Because using it to re-roll basically doesn't give me an extra chip. Up to you, though.
I'm just trying to like weigh like what would actually happen if I managed to do this.
You would be free to do whatever you like on your actions. It's still grappled, right? So
This
if you
would
continue
tie it
to
up.
hold the lasso, it'll continue to have to grapple against the rope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So this is basically to like be able to let go of the rope and still have him grappled.
Yes.
How likely is this to get a 10? It's a D6.
Well, you're rolling. You're basically rolling. You're rolling 2d6 twice. You need to beat a 10 on either one, and any of those could explode. So.
Whatever. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Irid makes a good point. We could also just try to tame it.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck with that.
Make it fall in love with Minerva.
Just tell about the girth of Christ.
Damn. All right.
Okay. Now roll another d6 for me, please.
I need a 6 or 5 or a 6 from this, right?
Mm-hmm. There you go. Roll another d6.
Hey.
Okay, so you got 12. That's okay. It's not a raise, but basically you managed to like subdue it enough to like tie it up, and now you've basically got a hog-tied gigantic tarantula, screaming and moaning in pain as like blood goes spurting everywhere out of its 2 bullet wounds that you have put into it, with a man crawling around inside of it.
And is it shook right now?
Yeah, it shook from the process of you of it being grappled, essentially.
Okay. And Garrett cannot damage it.
No, he cannot.
I
It is
feel
unknown whether Garrett is still conscious in there.
All right.
So-
Can I delay Garrett's turn till after Maleo goes?
Well, you wouldn't know either way if he's in there or not, so is what I'm saying. But
Right.
assume that he is still doing things.
He's slashing. He's
Yeah.
doing his Harry Potter bullshit in there.
All right, Melio, what up?
Yeah, muted. I'm not muted. I like to, seeing that my pistol is actually worse than my gun. That's the same. Worse than my tomahawk. I'm gonna drop the pistol or sheath the pistol, take out my tomahawk, and just gonna jump
All
into
right.
this fight.
Sheathing and pulling it out, -6 to do this.
-6.
Yep. Sheathing, pulling something out, and attacking. 3
You
actions.
just have to drop the gun.
Drawing the gun will do the same.
So -4. Yep.
That's not gonna help anything. I have a D4 fighting.
I don't know why you just don't have the gun and the machete in one hand each. Like-
I could do that in the future, but what I can do instead, I can sheath the gun. I can walk over to Spoot laying on the ground.
Yep. And attempt to make a healing check. Do you
I
have
know that-
heal?
Do it.
Either that or pull him out so he's not in reach of the spider.
Yeah, no. You can definitely do that. You move him out of the way. The healing check to fix Spooty and his poison booty.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. So, healing.
My booty's all swollen. You gotta suck the poison out, kid.
It's like a Western version. Like if Ennio Morricone wrote Anaconda.
No, you know what it is? Have you seen the Australian version of Rick and Morty? Oh, Rick. Oh, Morty. A fucking spider bit me dick, Morty. You just gotta suck the poison out, Morty. Oh, jeez, Rick, I don't know if I want... Oh, please, Morty. Oh, my dick's gone full off. You don't suck the poison out, Morty.
It's a whole planet made of dicks, Morty.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, to treat a poison victim, the healer can try a healing roll minus the strength of the poison itself. Let's see. I don't know. It doesn't tell me the strength of the poison, which is really fucking annoying.
2d6.
No, as in like the strength. So the way I'm gonna say it's going to be -2 for the poison because it's oh no, it's paralyzation. So it's like it literally doesn't tell me, which is I think a massive oversight. It kind of has to be.
What are you looking for?
So on the monster, it's supposed to say poison is this difficult, right? But it doesn't. It doesn't fucking say nothing. So I think that's an oversight, unless I'm stupid, which is highly possible. So I'm going to say it's a -2 to the heal check.
Plus my -4 to run over there.
No, running is...
And unsheathing.
So what, you're not... So you're sheathing the pistol?
As I'm running over to him to heal him, yeah.
Yeah, okay. If that's the case, then it'll be -4 to heal. And this is unskilled for you, or do you have it as a skill?
I have it as a skill.
Oh, there you go.
You actually put more poison into my body, I think.
Well, at least it's not as bad as him attacking the spider with a tomahawk and cutting it free, which is what I thought would happen. God damn. I love the idea that, Maleo, you're sitting there just being like, why the fuck did I make a child character? Turns out they're garbage at everything in this game. So
Stupid kids.
Trying to take the attention away from the paralysis by like punching you in the dick.
Major pain. This fucking...
Wake up! Wake up!
Okay. So yeah,
To take my headache away.
I love the idea that that Minerva is just in this like, what are you doing? Why are you sucking on the father? And you're just like trying to spit the poison out.
I'm a healer, madam. Shh, let me do my job.
Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't get a fail, so there's that. So each character may only attempt one healing roll per incident to cure the poison. So you cannot make another attempt at this.
Ooh.
Fuck. He's garbage at it anyway. It's fine.
I'm not gonna die after 9 rounds. So he killed it.
No, he's not. He can't die from being paralyzed. He can just never recover. So he's 2d6 rounds, so 9 rounds. Basically, if you manage to get through combat without him, perspiring for whatever unfortunate reasons, he'll wake up, and then he'll be fatigued for a whole day. So, all right then, Spooty, Minerva. That's all you've got.
I lay on the ground and go, oh, and then Minerva takes a shot.
Minerva takes a shot. Okay.
Wait, can Minerva try to heal me?
She does not have the healing skill.
All right. She take a shot.
She has the gunman skills, which is fighting, guts, notice, and shooting.
Yeah. All right. Have her take a shot.
Okay.
She's 50-50 right now, so. Hey.
Let's see if she can.
Fucking A, right? Oh, that doesn't hit. Yeah.
Nope. Need a 16. Even if this thing is crawling around on its back, screaming out bloody murder. Actually, they only need a 15 because of the AP of the gun, but still, super high. Good luck to that. And that's the round. So let's go back. Let's pull it out. Spooty, you're up.
Do I need to pull? Well, yeah, I guess because of Minerva.
Mm-hmm.
Minerva.
All right, drummer. Maleo. All right, this will be for Spider and people. Ooh.
What's the
The turn order stuff.
Yeah.
It goes spades are first, then hearts, diamonds, and clubs. So that's a club, right? So
Spider Bro, and then people, and then Spooty, and then me, then Mileo.
mm-hmm. All right, so Spider Bro. He's going to continue to break out of your butt. He needs to
Wait, why doesn't Minerva go first? Sorry.
Because the spider got a jack. Oh wait, no, you got
wait,
ace.
no.
Yes, no,
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
Does she have any dynamite to throw?
Fuck no.
All right. Well, then fucking shoot at him again.
Very well. I will continue to do the thing that I've been doing forever. I think next turn she'll need to reload, so doesn't matter. She misses.
Shitbag.
Bam. All right. So the gargantuan tarantula will continue to try and break out. So what is it's 4 that he needs to be, right? Because of the rope.
Yeah. Is it? And he's still just -6.
Yeah, it's still -6 because remember it's not trying to get out of the grapple, so he's not opposing you in any way, but he's attacking. So, whew, damn.
I think we found the spider's weakness.
Tying its legs up. Who would have thought? Okay, so that is that. Then the gunmen are gonna take a go. They've noticed how ineffective they are, and they're gonna be like, Waxy's gonna come up to you, Billy. He's gonna say, hold up a minute now. What if we take this thing and we sell it? It's all tied up now. We don't need to kill something this big. We could sell it.
Father Tom says, "Oh."
You want to take this thing alive back to town? Are you nuts?
No, not to town. Don't be daft. I'm talking about selling it to one of them carnivals that come by. You defang it. You put it on display.
And when is that?
Hell if I know, but I sure as hell know that a giant tarantula is going to be on an attraction list somewhere if we can find the right people to sell this bitch to.
That seems incredibly dangerous. I would rather just
But incredibly lucrative as well.
I would rather find a giant rock and drop it on this sucker.
Now, you're missing a golden opportunity here. Now, I don't know what you do for a living, sir, but all Waxy here. Now, Waxy don't appreciate missing a golden opportunity.
That's why your name is Waxy?
What was that?
That's why your name is Waxy?
No, my name is Waxy because my mama gave me that name. And don't you hear otherwise.
We heard the story from the bartender, right? I don't remember it.
I don't remember what I said. It was something stupid.
Yeah.
Something stupid, I know that much. Oh, no, he got drunk and ate a candle. That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Got drunk and ate a candle. So what say you? You gonna let me take this and try and find someone who wants to buy it for all it's worth?
Tell you what, if you can go over that thing and defang it right now, you can have it.
It's sort of like Waxy sort of looks at him and he's like, Johnny. And Johnny's like sitting there, he's like, oh yeah? He's like, go there and pull them fangs out of its mouth, would you?
No, Waxy. Do it yourself.
Sir, this is my posse, okay? when you get a posse together to go hunt something lucrative out in the west, I'll let you make the decisions on who you send down there to rip the fangs out of the sucker. But while Waxy's in charge, Waxy's going to send old Johnny over there. Johnny, please, would you kindly?
I'll just sigh and look and see what happens.
So Johnny's going to go over there. Yeah. The tarantula takes his...
Johnny, no!
Let's take a look. Let's see how much damage it gets done.
What the?
Johnny boy, no!
So Johnny walks over to the tarantula, looking to make a deal. Puts one hand on a fang, and goes starts to pull it, and then it just like leans forward, takes his fucking arm into its mouth, rips it clean off, and he lifts his arm up in the air and he goes, ah! And blood just goes spraying out of his fucking arm and his and then he just like dies from blood exhaustion, I guess.
I just like pat Waxy on the shoulder, like, let's find that rock, huh?
I mean, like as you're walking off, he's like, Johnny wasn't exactly the smartest one that I've ever met. Maybe if we send someone smarter in there to remove the fangs, maybe then.
If you want to remove the smartest person from your posse, that's totally up to you. I'm gonna go find a rock.
I mean, I don't know how you're gonna lift a rock the size of a cow, so.
I'll figure it out.
Meanwhile, this spider is going to continue to wriggle and squirm as much as he can.
Would that attack at Johnny be his turn?
I mean, so here's the thing. At this point, we can kind of safely say that we're outside of combat, right? I'm willing to say that much at least. So I will say that, I'll just say whenever it'll, like, whenever narratively, like if you take a long time finding a rock, for example, or finding a way to kill this thing, then I'll make an attack roll on the rope and see how well it does.
Is there a tree nearby?
I don't know. Do you have a fucking Benny to spend?
I don't. I spend all of them on trying to fucking hogtie this thing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if we can cut a tree down fast enough and drop it on this thing.
Well, first and foremost, it's a question of location, not a question of whether or not there's a tree there. And spending one Benny from either one of you will make it so that there is an appropriately sized tree of crushing proportions within location.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. There's a tree right there, Mr. Billy Hawkins.
Yay.
All right. So I'm going to start chopping down a tree.
This is definitely a case for athletics. Otherwise, it is unskilled. 100%. I will not accept any substitute.
It's unskilled.
So go ahead. Your DCs are full.
I might not be good at my job during the rolling things, but I do have another Benny to spend.
Whoever's making the check, that's the person who spends the Benny.
Oh. Agility or unskilled?
It's unskilled.
Uh,
If you have agility. Not agility, athletics. Athletics is skill, otherwise it's unskilled. And do you guys even have an axe?
Is there a case to help here? Did I assume they have?
Can I use the axe and get a bonus?
Assuming makes an ass out of you and me. Now you do have a
Tomahawk.
a tomahawk. Now a tomahawk's not exactly appropriate for cutting down a tree. It is a hand axe after all, and the type of tree that you're wanting to cut down is big. So I would say that there is a -1 attached to this for sure. As it is not the appropriate tool for the job. It would be nice if you had some dynamite, maybe, but you don't even have that.
Yeah, they wasted it all.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking assholes.
And still unskilled, or tomahawk.
Now, if you had a certain Father Tom O'Malley awake, he could potentially put, ask the Lord above to
Strike the
smite the tree in order to smite
Instead,
the
I'm drooling on myself.
Yeah,
So
well, I mean, whose fault is that?
Is there any medical supplies around? Like, would they have brought anti-venom to come after spiders, or are they just so dumb?
I don't know. Did you think to bring anti-venom?
I would have. I don't know.
Hindsight 2020, right?
Because I don't have any way to...
Nothing like that. In fact, the smaller tarantulas don't even have poison capacity. And if you remember clearly, they've never even seen this thing poison someone else, because a lot of cases when people get bit by this thing, they just fucking die. So this is the first time they've actually seen the poison happen. In fact, everyone thinks that Tom is dead. Like, because that's pretty much standard fare these days when it comes to fighting these things.
What do I have to hit with a
4. To cut down the tree, it's just a 4.
No, to try and heal Tom enough.
It's a 4 with a -2.
And what am I rolling?
Healing. If you don't have healing, you can't do it.
Okay, I don't have healing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna try and cut down the tree with a -1 on skill.
Yep, -1 with a tomahawk. Yeah. So you need to hit.
No. Benny, reroll. Nope. Okay.
what did you do to hurt roll 20?
Yeah, man. I mean, he gets he's a kid, so all of his like attributes are like fucking garbage.
Like, you must be this tall to roll well.
Yeah, that's it. So I guess
I mean,
can I just like keep hitting at this tree?
it's a question of time, right?
Yeah.
Like, how many opportunities do you want to give the spider to try and break out before you kill it with a tree?
One more than it takes for me to it takes for us to do it first.
I tell you what, every 3 actions you guys do, the spider will make another attempt. So that's 1 action. Okay? Because it's 3 of you.
there's still a gigantic pit where like the other spiders were, right?
Yeah, but my action is I struggle to breathe.
You have my number.
Yeah, that wasn't a pit. That was a spider hole, and they blew it up and closed it.
I'm just trying to find any way to kill this thing because our weapons are not going to do the job.
Sucks, yeah.
There's no dynamite left?
No dynamite.
Uh-uh.
I did give you guys ample opportunity to say, don't use all the dynamite. I'm going to put some in its mouth when we tie it up.
Oh, shit. That would have been a good idea.
I didn't have the idea to tie it up until this session.
I mean, you had 3 rounds of throwing dynamite before you guys managed to tie it up. So, it's all good, though. It's all good. Now, you can always go back to town and get more dynamite. But how long do you want to wait? In there?
Well, I'm on.
Well, it's tied up, right? It's not going anywhere.
We can send wax after more dynamite.
And you guys are going to watch this thing? Is that what's happening?
Try and kill it in the
No,
meantime.
I'm on horseback, so I'm gonna go back to town and grab.
Okay.
Extra load of dynamite.
So if you remember correctly, I said last time you traveled for about half a day, right? And that was casual, right? So if you wanna work the horse, right? That's a different thing.
Can you like drape me over the back of the horse and take me to a doctor?
That would definitely add a stipulation to his role to go fast. So it really depends on what he wants to do.
I mean, I have 10 riding, so may as well.
So here's what I would say. You will need to make a riding check.
Leave the child with the spider.
And
if it gets hungry, you know what to do.
So you're going to make 2 rolls here, right? Up and back. And then I would say that your horse would be fatigued at the end. Right? So in the meantime, you going up and back would stipulate 3 rolls to break out. That is if you succeed in both rolls. That's the sort of span of time that I'd say it would take.
Well, what the fuck can we do here, though? Nothing is the answer.
I can try and chop down the tree while you
We don't
guys are
have
away.
any skills that will make it actually worth it. Like how it's 4 to cut down a tree.
Yeah, it's 4. DC 4, yeah.
I hope for an explosion.
Fucking god damn it, Dave.
Hey man, look, I love these games. I love them because every time I play them, the people are always like, I'm just gonna fucking dump all my points into this. And then it's like, all right, athletics. And then everyone's like, I fucking can't do that.
But athletics isn't a skill.
Yeah.
No.
So
No, it isn't.
what do you guys want to do? You got 2 more actions before the spider will do a thing.
Athletic isn't a skill.
It is.
Can't see it.
Well, let me show you.
Or is that in Deadlands? Became a thing.
There's like
Well, whatever the associated role is with being, the ability of moving things. I play a lot of games, right? I have to mix everything together. So,
It might just be like one of the attribute rolls: strength, agility, smarts, whatever.
Hmm. What would be a good one? It'd probably be, like, think about it then, it would probably be fighting, and with you guys, the DC being like,
A 6 instead of a 4.
well, not so much that, but like, whatever the toughness is of the thing that you're trying to cut down. Let's see here. Object toughness. So I would say, man, they don't really have like in between stuff here. I would say it's probably either an 8, because like, here's the thing: a small shield in this game is an 8. Man, they don't really have like just a tree. I'd make it a 6, I guess. I mean, power of an inanimate object is 2. Catches dumb rolls. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's like a fucking. I would say it's a 6 to cut it down. I mean, that makes sense, right? Like,
Because I have D6 fighting.
yeah. I mean, like, I would accept that, and keep in mind that I've already stipulated that using that axe is like a inappropriate, like not the right thing to cut down a tree, so you'd get a -1. I'm okay with that. Then DC being 6 with a -1.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I'm
it's
cool
like
with that.
it's the most appropriate thing we have, other than like,
Yeah, I for some reason I was thinking there was an athletics roll. Like, I think I'm getting my games mixed up though. Like,
not in the core skills. There might be like non-core in the book.
no, you can add your own skills, I'm pretty sure, but like, I'm not gonna fuck with something that's not there. So, yeah, we'll just go with this. This makes more sense.
How does helping work? Could Malewa help me in some way?
If I remember correctly, and I might be getting my games mixed up here, but either they have to try and beat it, and then you get a +1, or you just get a +1. Let me just real quickly check.
So as soon as the spider's dead, we don't have to worry about it anymore, and the fear goes down.
Well, fear only goes down if you spread news about it, right? Like that's how it works in this game. Like you have to have like a persuasion skill or something like that, or a group orate skill or something like that, and command the attention of a lot of people. So rumor can spread about things being killed. But I don't know. I just don't know. Helping. Where's the, like, fucking... God, this book is so fucking frustrating to get around. Like, seriously, it is... It's right up there with Cyberpunk, man, in terms of, like, trying to get around this thing. I'm just gonna say, oh God, why is this so difficult to fucking just do a thing?
There's no helping at all in Deadlands.
Really?
You know, no, not that Control F can find.
I mean, okay, hang on. Are you looking in Savage Worlds?
No, I'm just looking there now. There's no helping in Savage Worlds either. Not at least the word. There's like 2 entries, and one of them's under hindrances, so I don't think that's the thing.
I think you help by, like, giving people bennies. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Okay.
Because there's, like, definitely, like traits and stuff you can get where it's like, instead of giving them a +6 on their help, you give them, when you help, you give them extra bennies and all that shit. So, cooperative roles, okay. If 2 more characters want to perform a task together, the lead character makes a roll and adds a +1 for every success and raises his companions' achieved on their own rolls. Okay, so I was right. Yeah. So the person who's helping makes a roll, and for every success, they get a +1, and if you get a raise, you get another +1. So you can help. It has a maximum of 4, though. So yeah, that's how you do it. Cool. We got there. Jesus fucking Christ. Seriously, you have no idea how convoluted this fucking system is for being a simple game. This game is simple, but there are so many just, like, things in this book.
Well, it's not outlined in a way that makes sense to play. It's more outlined to read, it looks like.
All right, so who's helping? And how are you helping?
I have a D6 fighting. Do you have a better fighting, Moyo?
I have a D4.
All right, do you want to help me then?
I can, if I can
Chop
make
this
it.
frickin'
But
tree
I will...
So this is assess. So basically, this would be like, I guess you 2 taking turns and cutting this down, right? Or because there's only 1 tool, and it's not like you both can take turns swinging, right? Like, no. If there was 2 axes, you'd both be like chopping it down at the same time, right?
Yeah. So how are you still just a -1 on both of our rolls?
Yeah.
We agreed on fighting.
It is fighting, yes.
Shall I re-roll the last 2 then before we do this?
What?
Shall I re-roll the last ones I made that I rolled as unskilled?
I mean, I just won't count it as a 1 attempt. So if you spent a Benny, then you...
No, the last time I hit the 3, I did it as unskilled. We just agreed on fighting. Shall I re-roll those as fighting? Okay.
It just doesn't count as an action towards the spider getting...
Yeah, it just doesn't count. If you spend a Benny, you just get it back, so...
Yeah. Oh, well. I'm gonna use fighting and use the penny I just received back then.
Okay. Dude, what the fuck?
I don't think Roll20 likes me.
You need to stop being a child in this game, man.
I don't really think that's gonna help that much in this situation.
Yeah. All right, so you don't get nothing.
Just D6 -1.
D6 -1, please.
God fucking damn it.
And I can't use my penny on him.
No. So this is less a case of like, I mean, it's not like, here's the thing, like, this is where the game gets like stupid, right? Because let's say you're cutting into a tree to knock it down to kill a giant spider, right? Hypothetically, okay? Mm-hmm. Attempting to cut down a tree doesn't mean you failed to cut down the tree. It means it took more time than you expected to cut down the tree, right?
Yeah.
So what I need to do is work out how much time it's going to take you to cut down this tree. Theoretically speaking, that means you've damaged the tree. But by how much? I'm going to say every attempt lowers the difficulty to hit it by 1. So the next one's going to be 5, right? Because you are damaging the tree, but you're not doing it fast enough to cut it down. So that's one action. So the next one, if you want to try it again, the DC is going to be 5, but the situational modifiers still apply. Are we cool with that ruling?
Yep.
Okay.
Want to try again?
Go
Now
ahead.
you just need to make the rolls.
Just
Yeah.
make the rolls, yeah.
May as well. See if I get any help.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, finally.
So you get a +1 on your help there, drummer boy.
Dick, does that mean I get rid of the -1?
Yep.
Just roll flat.
Yep, it's -1.
Oh my god. This tree is my mortal enemy. This is the enemy that's been hunting me all.
And the axe breaks.
I have no weapons. Yeah, I have.
Great.
God damn it.
Boys, please.
All of my weapons has just been destroyed.
This is just... Throw me on the horse and get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. Waxies, can you just shoot that and we get father back
So
in a second?
I'm sweaty and fucking angry. I go up to Maxie really uncomfortably close to his face. It's like, you can have the damn fucking spider. Like, pick up Spooty, put him on the back of my horse, and ride the fuck out.
What about Garrett? If we leave the spider now, Garrett will most likely be devolved in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Garrett's still in there.
Fuck Garrett. I'm angry.
He feels no pain. He's fine.
You're still gonna get dissolved.
If he shows up real angry later, whatever.
I mean, here's the thing. Okay, yeah, sure. I know what happened.
Garrett's
Well,
going around the country.
I know what happens if you leave Garrett in there. You guys
He becomes the spider.
So
Garrett's just inside the spider, going around the fucking fairgrounds around.
Step right up, step right up. See the human spider. He fights Macho Man Savage in a ring with a cage.
that's it. Yeah, that's it. So for chat, yes. Billy Hawkins rolled on he got the veteran trait, which meant he had to roll on a table, which had harrowed on it. So he's a harrowed player, which is really, really hard to get. He pulled a fucking jack out of a fucking...
At first, I pulled like a 2 or something. Then you're like, you know what? Let's do that again.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got a Joker. You
Yeah.
freaking GM horseshit.
Fucking... I mean, you can't die, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah.
Well, the way you're talking, he got harrowed, guys. He got fucking harrowed.
Yeah, I mean, people know what that means. Some people do. Some people do. So yeah. So
Good
you guys All
Have some
leave?
chat for Garrett.
No, I'm gonna stay, and I'm just gonna try and keep shooting at the spider.
You're staying because I'm going back to town with.
All right, so
Get back with father. Have him taken care of at a hospital or something. Come back with some dynamite and blow that up.
all right, okay. So give me a shooting attack.
I'm gonna wait until they're gone.
If
first.
you wait, then the spider's going to have his attack right now.
Yeah, but I don't want to risk shooting either of those two.
Well,
With-
you either
with my
wait
brother.
and the spider gets an attack on the rope, or you shoot and then the spider gets an attack on the rope. Your choice.
I'm hearing shoot in the chat. Don't know. I'm sure.
Do it.
I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
Wait,
Yes, you
I actually hit it.
with an unskilled
Well-
attack. Yes, you did.
Hey.
Congratulations.
That's amazing.
Ow!
All right, now beat a 16.
God bless the little children. Dang.
Two's not good enough. So
Major
you
performance
didn't
anxiety
shoot
is
the
rough.
rope, so it got free though, so that's good. But yeah, guys, before we come back, I'm gonna take a quick break because I have a friend who's just shown up with a dog that I need to take care of, and we'll be back in just a bit. Many thanks to our Patreon supporters for this week's episode. Head on over to patreon.com/Henley to support the growth of Die Hard. Might have remembered 10 seconds ago or 3 minutes ago when we went on break, our dear scientist extraordinaire, child genius, Lester Stark, has decided to stay behind to shoot his pistol at a giant tarantula tied up by a measly rope. All the while, the tarantula is attempting to break out. And need I remind you, the last time I made a roll, it rolled 33 on a DC of 4. So
You wasted it, is what you're saying. You wasted that roll
yes,
to kill an NPC that none of us care about.
that's it.
He
So
wasn't even named until 5 seconds before his death.
that doesn't matter. We are going to see if the spider breaks out now. What
Nope.
the fuck, man?
That's some strong fucking rope.
That's some strong fucking rope. I just want to...
See, if I'm cursed, the spider's cursed when trying to eat the cursed child. I knew there was a good reason I was cursed.
Uh-huh.
See, he's very experienced with rope from his personal life.
Okay. Okay. So, let's
He
get...
learned how to tie knots in Japan.
Whew. I don't want to fucking break that kettle of fish open. So let me just get a real quick 3 rolls from you, Mr. Shooter McGavin. Trying to shoot the non-moving gigantic spider.
You're actually trying to kill it?
It's got one... You're muted, by the way.
I'm trying to do my best until you guys come back with a piece of dynamite.
Now remember, if you fumble, you will shoot the rope.
Then I'll be running.
Wait,
to
I thought you were trying to like have the tree fall down on him.
The tomahawk broke. I have nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Either I'm gonna shoot the tree,
Just
which
shoot the tree.
Yeah, gets a 1, ricochets, cuts the rope.
The rope. Damn it.
it's gonna be the same either if I shoot the tree or if I shoot the spider.
So go ahead, give me 3 back to back shooting rolls.
Boom, boom, boom. Wow.
Dude,
Jesus.
what the fuck, man?
And I have. That is unskilled.
Okay. All right. So the
He's like,
spot.
he's the
Yeah,
kid.
but it's only a -1.
Now I'm -2 with unskilled as well.
Yeah.
So it's actually -3.
So it's even
Why is
worse.
it I have a -1? I shouldn't have a -1.
It's situational because you're like injured, dude. Right?
I'm not. I'm not injured.
All
I
right. Then.
was healed back by.
Not that it helped.
It could have.
I feel like the iron sights, but he's a kid, so he's flinching before he shoots.
All right. Well, you're still fine. Can I just real quickly get a roll from you, Mr. Drummer Boy, with a -2, to see how quickly you can go up and come back? That's your intention, right?
Yeah. Riding.
Riding, yeah. So remember that the spider would get a total of 3 attacks. If you successfully manage to, well, I guess in this case 4 because you need to drop off the father at a place, right? And Minerva, it's worth pointing out Minerva's with you. She wouldn't dare leave the father's side, but she'll probably be lagging behind because she doesn't have your prowess when it comes to riding. So
She's getting dragged behind the horse on a rope.
she has her own horse. She has her own.
Oh,
horse.
does she?
Yeah, everyone has their own horse. She's probably taking your horse back.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, if she's got her own horse,
Mhm.
she can take the father back to town, and I can just go grab the thing, come back.
Yeah, and like,
All right, if that's what you want to do. So
yeah,
then-
let's do that.
so the father will be taken back slowly by Minerva. You, on the other hand, need to roll twice on your riding skill
Yep,
to see
but
how long it takes you.
I don't have the -2 from bringing.
That's
father.
right, yes, because he's not with you now.
Sick. All right, 1. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh,
Second one was good.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. The first one wasn't a pass, so you don't ride there quickly. However, you got a raise on your second one, which means that you make up for the lost time, right? So it's
so
only going to
I'm
be
coming back.
3. He's only going to get 3 attacks, right? Which
So
means
how
that
much-
Lester
time?
will get 6 more attacks, and the spider will get 2 more attacks before you show up.
How much for dynamite?
Oh, good question. I can find out for you. Dynamite, dynamite, dynamite. All right. How much you want? So, 1 stick is $3.
Okay, I'll get 10 sticks.
Jesus Christ. It is worth pointing out that it is unstable. So it says here SBT. What does SBT mean? So you just have like if you're buying 10, they'll give you like a box of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find the actual writing for this thing. Now, dynamite, okay, is sold by the stick or by the case. A typical case contains 24 sticks. Weapon table is listed for different combinations of sticks of dynamite. A demolition may use up to 8 sticks as a single throwable weapon. For any number not listed, add +1 damage to the base value per additional stick. For example, 3 sticks of dynamite inflict 3d6 + 1. Okay, so I was doing that wrong. Not a big deal. While 7 sticks would do 46 + 3. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
So I spent $30 worth. So whatever $30 buys me. Sorry.
Exploding dynamite eventually sends off other dynamites in the blast area. 80 more sticks of dynamite exploded at once, considering is considered a heavy weapon. Okay. Um, oh, okay. Interesting. All right, so that's fine. That's fine. So you're spending $30. What you said?
$30.
All right, so $30. You can get. You can get 10 sticks. So yeah, that's 30. Yep, 10 sticks. They give you like a saddle bag sort of thing, right? Like a shoulder bag, and then you start making your way back. So yeah. In the meantime, let's get another 3 attacks from Mr. Lester Stark. Now, you are going to have to reload on the 4th one, on the last one. So the last one you're going to be rolling at a -2 if you want to attack in that same turn.
If we count the bullets that I've used, I have to reload on the first one.
Yeah, but you didn't reload your gun when you shot it before in combat.
So counting, I've shot 6 times now in total.
Okay, so you're going to have to reload this turn.
Yeah.
So are you reloading and shooting, or are you just reloading?
I'm just reloading, so just 2 shots.
So just 2 shots? Okay.
How hard can it be to hit a 4?
Pretty hard.
With a D4, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. You're
Well,
all rolling at a
that.
-2 because you're unskilled, so you know it happens. So Tarantula, it breaks out.
No.
Well, let's see actually. Oh, you're lucky actually. Oh no, sorry. I just rolled 2 fighting skills. Sorry. Let's roll the fight.
Roll.
Yeah, it's fine. It breaks out. So you're just like, why isn't this happening? And then it's just like you hear the sounds of like muscles expanding and like the rope like straining and just snapping, and then it does a T-Rex roar for some reason as it stands in front of you, and it's all steamy from like it's just anger, you know, and it starts to run towards you.
Yeah.
So now we go into initiative.
Yeah. Easy thinking on my part. I book it whenever I get the chance.
You book it. Well, lucky for you, you have the exact same pace.
Yeah.
No, wait, yours is a 5, right? Because you're a child?
Yeah, I think it's that I was 6 paces. My pace is 6.
Your pace is 6? Okay, then. You run at the same paces. So, let's roll initiative.
Me first?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Okay.
Dude, it is not your night.
It's going
Nope.
to move up to you and attack you. So, let's do it. What's your parry? Sorry, it's +4 in that, so it got a 1. So lucky for you.
My parry is 4.
Yeah, you got a 1 on that. So rolled very low.
Why is it -4 situational?
I removed that, so just add 4 to it.
Oh.
So you got a 2, I guess.
So yeah.
So you're okay.
I'm. What?
So you should be okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to spend my last penny on the reroll. You're good still.
I told you,
Yeah.
I'm cursed. So everything attacking me is cursed too.
No, this thing is wounded, and it has a -2 by default, which is just a -1 by its turn. So
And he's a very small target.
it's true. You are very small. But what would you like to do? It's your turn.
Turn around.
Actually, that brings up an interesting point. Do things attacking him have to do it in a negative because he's small? Is size a thing in this game?
No, it's not.
No.
The child only affects your age.
I was trying to help you out, Law.
It's okay. I'll hopefully live.
He didn't take the midget trait.
Nope. No, I wanted to, but no. Actually, I wanted to make a midget character, and so I couldn't have any other race than human, so just child. Yay! And now I get an extra Benny, so it pans out. Anyway, I'm gonna turn around and I'm just gonna bucket.
All right, give me a d6. All right. So you run an additional 8 feet. So you're 8 feet in front of its in total movement. Let's go initiative again.
Oh crap!
Dude.
So hearts beats diamonds. So.
Oh crap!
So it needs to roll an 8 or higher on its run to catch up to you. Where's that run button? Oh, there it is.
Right at the top.
Yep. It's caught up to you. But running is your action, so it is not going to attack.
I'm gonna run again.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, then.
Inches.
Initiative.
Power of fear compels you.
Okay.
Dude.
This game just doesn't like me right now.
I don't know, dude. You rolled a fucking 12, so.
Well, that's the highest roll I've rolled all day.
So it's lagging behind you.
Whew.
By 3.
Yeah. Just gonna keep rolling. Running.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you are at 14 paces right now.
Nice.
Okay, let's get another initiative then, I suppose.
Do I come up here?
This turn, I would say. So you
There you go.
roll into initiative real quick, would you?
Oh, come on!
What?
Whoa!
And everybody gets higher than me.
So the tarantula is going to go first.
Now, after the Joker, we have to reshuffle the deck, right?
Yes, you do. Yes. So the Joker,
And where am I? Am I at a doctor yet, or what's going on?
she didn't run, so it's going to take like half a day for you to get back to it.
Well, and actually, it's been more than like 9 turns, hasn't it?
Yes, but she is not racing, pushing her horse.
Well, I know, but I'm saying I'm no longer paralyzed because it's been 9 turns. It's been over 9 turns.
Sure. All right. I would say that you would wake up. Yeah. So
Okay.
sometime between then and now, in a mysterious ether, Father Tom O'Malley wakes up with your nose in the backside of in the thigh of a horse, basically.
Sweet.
So Minerva hears you stirring, and she stops the horse, and she's like, "Father, are you all right?"
Where are we? Shouldn't we be helping? We shouldn't leave them behind. I think I've got enough strength to help them out.
No, Father, you were bitten and you went unconscious, and we had to get you out of there. That thing.
The Lord brought me back. The Lord brought me back, and now we need to use the Lord's power to save our friends.
So she's going to need to be persuaded in order to not suggest adamantly that you go back with her.
All right, so
remember, you've got that.
I've got one eyes, yeah.
So you get a -2, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
Is it -2?
And
yeah.
Yep, -2, and I am unskilled in persuasion.
So -4.
So where's unskilled again? Where's that roll? Where are you? Roll unskilled. There it is.
So we'll just remove 2 from whatever you get. So Oh, so you knew
Well,
3. So no, you don't actually get it.
Also,
Because you've got fatigue.
right,
And
-1.
yep, and then you add the -2 to it.
It's already there.
No.
It already did the -1 to the wild die.
So -1 because you're fatigued, -2 because it's unskilled, and then an additional -2 because of your hindrance.
Okay. I didn't have the hindrance in there. Okay.
So yeah. So
All right, so she's taking me to the doctor. That's fine.
she basically like grabs you by the face, right? Like both sides of the face, and she sort of looks deep into your eyes and is like, Father, you're in no position to help anyone out. The best you can do is make sure that you don't get in their way.
I pushed myself off the horse.
Yeah? Where are you walking? Back?
Back to the fight.
She sort of like watches you for a bit and is like, you're going the wrong way.
What? Towards the fight?
No, the tarantula's east. You're heading north.
All right, I head east towards the tarantula.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, she'll like pull up the horse and is like, look, you shouldn't be doing this. And you shouldn't push yourself.
I'll be fine, child. Now, you can either ride towards town and bring the doctor to me, or you can come back with me and we can help our friends.
You know my place is at your side, Father.
Well, then let's go. And I hop back on the horse. I take the reins on the horse.
I mean, you got your own horse, so.
I thought she was taking my horse back.
She had her horse, but she was leading your horse.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I hop on my horse then and head back.
Okay. So, yeah. Now we get gargantuan tarantula rolling on deep. Rolling deep. Now, he's 14 paces behind you. 13, sorry. No, you got a +3? Yeah, so 13 paces. You're 14 paces ahead of him. So what's that? That's he's 5 paces behind you now.
Yep.
Drummer Boy,
like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Billy Hawkins rides into, like, silhouetted by the afternoon sun, rises above the crest. Horse neighs dramatically, and then we hear the sound effect of, every western, like, whoosh, yeah, and then the music starts playing.
Rattlesnake.
Yeah, that's it. And Billy Hawkins rides into the scene. So on horseback, your movement is 20 paces. So you can very easily get into the scene. What would you like to do? Now, keep in mind, you don't have a lasso anymore. That rope was broke. So you can't just, do what you've done again. But what would you like to do? Also, delete the rope in your inventory. That's broken now. So
yeah. So as a harrowed, and Garrett is also a harrowed.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean we can't die, or when we die we come back?
I don't know. Have you died yet?
Yes. Apparently.
Well, I guess you'll find out once you die.
Again.
Well, then I light some sticks of dynamite, put them under my arm, and run and jump into the fucking spider's mouth.
Dave!
Okay.
Did not see that one coming.
How many human men can this spider hold inside of it?
All right. I don't know if giblets is something you can come back from, but let me check. Oh, man. Okay. That's something, man. That's something. Okay, let's find the page. Man, there's so many instances of the word harrowed in this book. Seriously, more than there is help, as it turns out.
Yeah, I would like to know if I will like never come back if I do this.
Well, we'll find out together, won't we? Okay. Let's find out, good sir. Let's find out. So, are you for sure doing this? This is what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wrote it down in my notes, so it's canon now.
Mm-hmm.
Billy jumped into the gaping maw with lit dynamite.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Give me a spirit roll.
Okay. 7 on the wild.
Okay. How do you make GM rolls in this thing? So you guys can't see it?
/GM.
Is that it?
Yeah, something like that.
Roll 20 GM rolls.
So the chat is now not the chat. The stream is now unlimited for us.
Yes, please don't look.
Rolling in secret.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah. /GM roll. So GM ROLL.
Oh, right. I get you. Okay.
It's fucking tense, man. Freaking spiders.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting.
I don't like all these noises happening.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let's see how much damage you take. How many sticks of dynamite are you using?
Probably 6.
Are you dropping the other sticks of dynamite?
Yeah, well, they're in a crate, so I'm just like...
Oh, no, they're in like a satchel bag.
Okay.
Here's the thing. You explode dynamite near other dynamite, that dynamite's going to explode. Right, that's just the rule of how things go. So, technically speaking, you'll be rolling... If you don't, remove yourself from this, you'll be rolling 5d6 plus 2. Because all the dynamite will go off. Now, if you're rolling 6 sticks, on the other hand, and, removing the other 4 dynamite from there, you'll be rolling 4d6 plus 2.
If I use all 10 sticks, will this spider blow into a billion pieces?
Well, I mean, it's not stunned right now, so
It's dynamite going into its stomach.
so you're jumping inside of the mouth.
Yeah, I'm doing what Garrett did, except for I'm a bomb.
I would say that
Toy bomb from
in
the
that
Grammys,
instance-
1996.
in that instance, it would circumnavigate the stun stuff. Then yeah, sure, but keep in mind, there's a lot you can do as a Harrowed, but this you probably not come back from this. There's very little you can reanimate from giblets. And I'm telling you that as a GM, unless you want to re-roll your character.
I mean, if I know that that's gonna happen, then I'll just like light a stick and then throw the duffel bag into the thing's mouth.
There you go. That's not a bad idea. So what? You're going to blow up all 10?
Yeah.
All right, then. So let's do it then. So this will be a throw.
Okay. Oh.
Do
Is
you
there
roll?
any help I could get on this?
I mean, how would another person help you with the throw?
Well, it's kind of distracted by.
Yeah, by chasing after a small, delicious child.
Yeah.
So he would have to make, like, here's the thing. Maleo would have to make the same roll that you're making right now with throw in order to help you.
He doesn't have throw, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. So this would just be you. You just need to hit a 4 though. So
I don't got shit as a child.
Just let me just do a thing in chat here for a second. It's just okay.
Yeah,
I
okay.
hit a 4.
There you go. All right, roll me 5d6 plus 2.
Come on, baby.
$22.
That passes a 16. So yeah, basically what happens is, we get like the scene. You know that girl, that Photoshop girl who's running away from like the fire of the dog, and she's like, "Ooh," like that.
Yeah.
That's Lester Stark right now. Okay. So basically we get this scene of the camera's tilted down, looking up at Lester as he's running away from this fucking giant spider. We get fucking heroic Billy Hawkins like cutting short a fuse on one dynamite stick, lighting it, putting it in the bag with the other dynamites, and just like tossing this messenger bag into the gaping maw of this fucking tarantula. The tarantula tries to bite down on Lester Stark, missing, but getting a mouthful of the D instead.
10-inch D.
10-inch D, getting
Yeah.
and unlike your girlfriend, this tarantula swallows.
Damn.
Damn, got him.
Ooh.
Um,
That's the name of the episode. This tarantula swallows.
I'll accept that.
Yay.
So then we get the internal camera of dear Garrett. Hello, Garrett. How are you? It's good to see you again. Oh man, what's this? Right? Tarantula becomes tarantula not. What was
I'll accept that.
what was once a giant spider is now half a spider. Garrett, on the other hand, is going to be taking a full blast to the entire everything. Because he's right next to exploding dynamite of 22 damage.
And all of a sudden his dick starts working again. And he's happy.
So I don't know. Like, here's the thing about wild cards, man. Like, they can take a damage. They can take an explosion, right, to the face. Or they can take a bullet to the face, and as long as they're not staggered, they don't take damage. But in this instance, I'm willing to say that something severe needs to happen to Garrett, being that close to that enormous of an explosion, right? Like, just narratively, that makes a lot of sense to me. So,
and I'm not that far away from it too, so I'll probably get thrown a couple 100 feet.
Yeah, you know, like it's a big fucking explosion. So let's take a look here. I know that there is a table to roll on for locational damage, and I'm pretty sure it's a 1d10, but I just want to make sure that we're doing this right. So, combat. Okay, injury table. Perfect. Look at this. All right, so
an actually useful table.
Yeah. First, let's see. I know there's a table here somewhere about. Let's try into combat maybe. Damage. Okay. Yep. All right. So 2d6. I'll let you roll this, actually, Drummer Boy. This is for the table that the higher the worse. So 2d6 for me, please. 8. Okay.
Almost dead center.
All right. Roll me a 1d6, please.
5.
Okay. All right, so yeah, basically this spider explodes from the inside out, like, right? Just fucking shit everywhere, blood, poison, goop. A little eyeball lands on the shoulder of Lester Stark, you know, like, exactly. You're still muted, by the way, but so. What happens is Garrett is flung from this trench, and he takes most of the explosion in his torso region. Right, that's the wound area. I like to imagine that he was, like, you know, twisted around inside the stomach, and then it got blown up, and he got blown up in the air, sort of thing, and he came down. So as a result, his vigor is reduced. His vigor die type is reduced by 1. So he goes from a D8 to a D6, which is huge.
Yeah, that hurts.
That reduces his toughness. It also reduces his ability to come back from a stagger or a stun. And he's also going to take a wound, and he's also going to take fatigue from not breathing air for a long time. So that's what happens to him. So his whole stomach is completely raw, with it, like, just fucking, like, burn and broken and all that sort of stuff.
Well, at least no one's trying to eat his intestines, right?
Yeah, that's right. So, as a result of you guys doing well, you have unlocked a legend chip.
Ooh.
So, this is one of the many beasts that you'll face in the Wild West. that's known for creating and raising fear. Now, the result of this, if you manage to do such a thing, I'm going to speak frankly here. So you need to, as part of what you need to do, is reduce the fear level of a region. Now, this town, it's very localized. So Texas as a whole has a fear level of 2. But you can reduce the fear level of this town by bringing back a trophy.
But we did
showing...
establish before that it's like a major travel hub.
It is, yes. So you also need to tell tales, tall tales if possible, of your adventures, destroying this creature, right? Making sure that people understand that the biggest threat to the region has been removed, and traveling at night is going to be a lot safer, and all that sort of stuff. These are the things that you need to actually do. What that means...
But keep in mind also, fellas, I have a spell. I know I have a spell somewhere. I can't remember which one it is. But I actually have a spell that can reduce the fear level of an area.
How the fuck does that work? That
Hold
must
on,
be
I'm
a
trying to find
temporary
it.
thing.
No.
Is
Fuck,
that the
what
one
is
you
it
were trying to
called?
use on that on the ranch?
No, that was Sanctify. That was something else. It is. What one is it? Exorcism. Dispel? Hold on. I know I have one. I've fucking read this shit.
I've never seen it. But anyway, so
I'll find it.
yeah. So basically, that's what's going to happen. Now, you actually have to roleplay this speech, and depending on how good it is, I can give you bonuses based on, you know, if you impressed me. You also have, and here's the thing: failure on this, which is a 1 on the die, results in you sending the wrong message, and the fear level will actually increase. You know, reinforcing the fact that there is spoopy monsters out there. So, but yeah, what do you guys do? What do you take back? Like, what happens here?
What's the biggest part that's recognizable as a spider part?
Well, I mean, you tell me. Like, what would you like to take back? Probably its face, right?
Yeah.
You know, like it's like head, skull region. I know it doesn't have a skull, but you know, the thing.
Like,
Imagine if you were
yeah.
Geralt, right, and you'd ride back with like a fucking the monster trophy. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah. Yeah.
First
that's
thing
basically-
first, I'll go over to Garrett to see if he's okay.
Garrett is probably like coughing a lot. Hey, dog. He just comes in and is like, been playing. Yeah.
So I'll go to him and ask if, well, see, he's not okay.
I
after
mean,
he-
he's clearly not. He's in a lot of. I mean, here's the thing: Howard still feel pain, but they don't. Like its effects aren't like.
as lasting as living.
Yeah, you know.
And so I will.
I mean, you
Try
can get
to-
stabbed in the knee, right? But like, it's not as like. But you know, having like the type of injury you take that reduces your vigor roll is quite substantial. So,
significant. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, I'll do what I can to help him. Can I make a healing check to?
Reduce the wounds? Yes, you can. So go ahead, make that check for me, please. Let me just double check. Dogs, if you're gonna run around here. Hey. Stop it, you two. I'm trying to play a video game here. Not really. Let's see, healing. Healing. Pretty sure you can only do it within the hour, but that's fine. It's still within there. Where is healing? Healing. Oh, it'd be in the Savage World book. Of course it would be. Healing. Here we go. Okay, so modifiers. Okay, so wound level. So -1, basically.
So I roll a -1.
Mm-hmm. Do you have basic supplies with you?
No.
So another -2.
So -3.
Mm-hmm.
Not a nat 1. It wasn't a nat 1.
Yeah, well, you didn't injure him further, so good job. He just sort of pushes you away and just says, "Get the fuck off me, kid. It's not the time."
You just blown up!
He like holds his stomach in and then sort of stands up and starts to walk over to the rest of the group.
So, Billy.
Got my Bowie knife, cutting the fucking spider head off.
What the fuck are you doing?
We need a trophy.
Why?
This is what was making people scared. We need to let people know that it's done and that we have proof.
So he'll just sort of sit down on the ground and just watch you do it, I guess.
Why'd you jump in that thing's stomach anyway? Just like keep on cutting through.
Well, I mean, for a while there, I was grabbing onto its bits and just pulling, you know?
That's disgusting.
I thought it would help. I mean, if someone was inside me turning me upside down, I don't think I could find a way to eat people. Though a couple of body parts came by. I don't know if I did too much.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
You did more than enough, Garrett. You really did help us bring this down.
What's wrong with the kid?
I don't know. You tell me.
I've had a rough day. I'm just looking down my
He
body,
like takes
having-
like a big piece of chunky spider off his head and just flicks it on the ground. It's like, no shit.
I just take the eyeball from my shoulder, toss it.
At that time, I'd probably like have cut the head off.
Mm-hmm.
Just like hold it up, look at it.
Its jaw goes limp and it's like, oh.
You son of a bitch.
And at that point, Father Tom O'Malley and Minerva show up again. To a scene of absolute fucking gore, basically.
My my friends. Oh wow, my accent is totally gone. What's
Firebomb
happening?
your house. You just go say that, and then you're back, man.
It looks like a bomb went off.
Say that.
So I trust that we're good with hunting this beast. Yeah.
I've still got my like turn the head towards them, like the face towards them.
Aye, that makes quite a nice trophy. We could do some things with that.
Yeah.
Is there?
Garrett's not doing so hot either, so we should go.
I'm just gonna quickly look around to see if I can find a fang from it.
I mean, you can look around and find like little bits of everything, really. What are you attempting to find here?
It's fangs, or it's teeth. It's poison's pot.
And by the way, I found the spell to reduce fear level.
Yeah, what is it?
Spell inspiration. The blessed use this powerful miracle to undo the cancerous effects of fear in the land itself. When used in conjunction with the telling of a heroic tale, it adds +2, +4 to a raise to the persuasion roll used to reduce the local fear level.
Mm-hmm.
The blessed does not have to tell the tale himself. He can cast the miracle on a more accomplished tale teller instead.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So is it +2, you said?
Yeah, it adds +2 to the persuasion roll to reduce the local fear level.
I like it.
+4 on a raise. I knew I had something like
Yeah,
that. Anyway,
that's pretty cool. So what is that? What's the level of that spell?
it's a novice.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
So I'm only rolling on my. So what I was saying is we could use this head to do that, or we could save the head for something else. I don't know what. Or well, that token. The what's the token we got? The legendary token or whatever.
Your legendary chip.
Legendary chip. We can save that for something else. If we want to lower the fear level here, I could do this prayer, and we could still tell the tale of killing the thing, but not use the chip.
No, the chip doesn't do that. The chip goes in the pool, and when you pull it out at the start of the session, whenever that happens, the person who holds it gets a lot of bonuses.
Oh, so the chip doesn't have anything to do with lowering the fear level.
No. Lowering the fear is entirely dependent on how well you persuade the hearts and minds.
Okay, so I can cast this, or I can do this prayer, and whoever tells the tale gets a +2 to the roll to succeed on.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, all right, perfect.
So, is that something you guys want to do? Like, you want to try and go back and tell this tale?
Where is Wax and the rest of the 3 others?
I mean, they're around.
Yeah. I'll probably like call Waxy over.
Yeah. What was it that you want?
How persuasive are you, Waxy?
Now, what in some bitch hell are you talking about?
You seem trusted in the town. Can you speak eloquently? Can you give a speech? We just roasted
Now, I am the most eloquent man you have ever met. My mama said so as well.
Can you show the townsfolk the head of this awful beast, and you think that might convince them in being just a bit less afraid?
I know a couple of people who wouldn't mind having a drink or two out of that skull.
That's fine with me as long as we go back and make a little show of it, you know? Need to show the people that this motherfucker is not going to harm them and that anymore.
So you want to make this you want this guy to make the persuasion roll for you? Is that what you're saying?
I don't have the persuade skill.
I do.
Oh,
I have -2 to any persuasion roll, so it would be like a negating effect if I cast this on myself. But if Waxy, if I bless Waxy with inspiration, then
he'll be making unskilled.
I have a D6.
Oh, you have persuasion?
Yeah.
Why don't you give the head to the child? Let the child persuade the townsfolk. If they see that a child could slay such a beast, then they certainly won't be afraid anymore.
Either that or they don't believe me.
I think they'll believe
I like the idea that everyone sort of turns and looks at the kid who's like, got like clearly the imprint of an eyeball on his shoulder, right? And Garrett's like, you want the kid to do it?
Well, think about this, Garrett. If a child brought you to the head of such a terrible beast and said, I was able to slay this, I was a part of this fight, wouldn't you think that, hey, I could kill a spider just like that?
No.
It's all about it's all about optics. It's one of those buzzwords they're throwing about these days in the boilrooms on the East Coast. It's optics, my friend.
At the very least, the kid should do the talking.
I agree. I think it would be a powerful message for the children are our future.
Waxy, you grab
Yes.
some of the boys. Grab some of the boys that came and helped us accomplish this tremendous deed. And we'll make a show of it in the middle of town tomorrow. All
right.
y'all up in the middle of town. Us, kid does the talking.
Bring in as much meat from the spider can, and bring in the dead people that lost their lives in this fight.
Instead of look around at all the people that are literally half people.
So I'll
Bring
roll,
them for their families.
I'm gonna roll spirit. I'm gonna use my red chip first to add a d6. I think, yeah.
Okay.
Just to make sure that this succeeds, so that way he can have a +2, possible +4. So when I roll faith and then I just roll d6, is that how it works?
So this is we're going straight to the persuasion check.
I think it's smash cut into it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that then. So +6, which is a -2, and
Yep. So -2. Well, I guess I'll roll the d6 anyway because I spent the chip. Whatever, it was successful anyway.
Well, I mean, you could have got a raise, right? So
Yeah.
but
Alright. So Malal, you've got a +2 on your persuasion roll.
Yep.
+4 if it's a raise.
Which it wasn't. Because you needed to beat a 4. So
No. If when Malal rolls his persuasion check, if it's a raise, he gets +4.
no. This is on your check, the faith, because
Right.
so he'll get a +2 in his check because of your roll right now.
Oh, I see. If I got a raise,
Yes.
it'd be +4. Yeah. My bad. Sorry.
Now, this persuasion check. How do you please go ahead and persuade me, Lester Stark, right now? Give me your speech.
I would lay up as much of the meat as the guys pulled back on the pedestal that I would be standing up so I could look over the town. And I'll lay the dead men in front of that. And I would start the speech with the spider is dead, as I will try to hold up the head of the spider with hope most likely
Some
Bill
guy in the back's
there,
like, okay,
standing there holding it up for me.
Yeah.
The spider is dead. I, a mere child, in your guys' eyes, a mere child was able to help this inventor of killing the spider. I did this with the help of my men and you men, your men.
Okay. That it?
I didn't get that much time to think about it.
Welcome to role playing.
Improv, bitch.
That was improv.
So that's all?
No, yeah.
As Father Mile leans over and says, I, as a mere child, was able to kill this fearsome beast.
I just said that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I wasn't listening.
So you see
You're a
the
kid, no one
crowd starting to dissipate a little bit.
Now that this spider is gone, this was the mother of the spiders. Not only did we kill the mothers of the spiders out here, we killed all of them with one big explosion. Waxy can give you details later in the tavern while he was give a round while talking about it.
I love that you fucking say that. Okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
Footnotes in a speech.
So now you guys won't fear the spiders anymore.
Okay.
Because I, a mere child, could slay this beast.
All right.
I have no idea how to do these speeches.
Yeah, it kind of shows a little bit. I'll give you a -1 on this. But because of your +2, it becomes a +1. So, go ahead and make your persuasion check. The DC is obviously still 4, so with a +1.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I did have my Benny if I did fail it.
Yes, you did. So, a result of this is the region. Let's see. Let's pull it up here. Of Lubbock, Libic. It's hard to say. Hard to see.
Lubbock, you said it right the first time.
Lubbock, which is this town here.
I think the +1 to be like after Lester stops speaking, everyone's just kind of like, huh? Billy and like side eyes the father and like all the other people like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
A slow clap starts, you know.
So this area, let's just say, I don't know. Like around here.
Are you drawing something? What am I missing? Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah. Let's just say around this area is Fear 1 level. Yeah?
You had that heat map.
I did, yeah. I'll have to edit that though. So, and that's sort of like a massive thing. So like it kind of looks super weird. So I'm not gonna bring that in. But yeah, I'll make a little circle thing some other time and put it on this map. But right now, Texas wide is -2. -2 to fear checks, and now within Lubbock, it's -1 because of this.
Nice.
On top of that, you'll also get a purple legendary token in your pool now, which is really, really good.
What happens if you pull the purple chip?
It just goes back in.
Okay. Good.
It's not for the GMs to use, so I am literally adding it right now.
Wah, wah, wah. We got a first legendary.
So good job, fellas. That's really, really important. So basically, the way that you use these purple chips is that they'll end up being, once they come in, they can't be used anymore. But essentially, if you manage to hold on to that purple chip through the entire session, you'll get a +1 experience point at the end of the session. So now that you guys have, I guess you make merry, right? Like, what's Father Tom O'Malley? You have fatigue.
Yes.
And Garrett also has fatigue, and a wound to try and heal. So
I think Father Tom will share one drink in merriment and then hit the sack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's 24 hours of rest, so whatever that means for you.
Right.
Garrett will stay with himself for the most part. But what does Lester and Billy do during this time?
Well, they're healing up. Like, Billy can't get drunk anymore.
I mean, you can
That last
pickle,
time.
so which is to say you can smell like you're drunk, but you can't actually be drunk.
The actual important part is not available to me anymore. So
Amen.
I'll probably
Mm-hmm.
I just see Billy sitting in the tavern, just trying to betting with people who can drink him under.
Yeah. So I'm just like making growing the tail and then going over to the office occasionally to try and see if there's any news from HQ.
Yeah, so it's only been a couple of days since you sent that off.
Yeah.
And I did say I was going to take like 3 days. So, you probably got another day and a bit after today before it comes back. So it didn't take you too long to go out and find the spider and kill it. You basically did it in one afternoon sort of thing. So even though it took us technically 3 weeks to fucking do it, it doesn't take us that long here. So
yeah.
I'd
probably go around to the store and I'll look at the stuff that I can buy mid-session between sessions.
Yeah, sure. There is no like monetary reward for this. You basically did it as a posse, so no one was offering any sort of money for that. Yeah.
Well, our payment were the shot we used.
I mean, yeah, obviously, the town will refund your spent ammunition.
What about my spent tomahawk?
Oh yeah, I have to go buy Lester a fucking axe or a tomahawk.
Yeah, yeah. But that's not ammunition, so yeah. Give them an opportunity to buy an elephant gun. I mean, they can buy whatever they like from the actual book. I'm not too fussed about the type of gear that they have. So
When I was reading, I saw there were some pills that gunmen can take for better initiative. So
that's true. Aside from the fact that you're hard, so
those drugs won't work on me?
a lot of things don't work on you. You don't have moving blood.
Fuck, man. Let's save my money then.
Yeah. I can double check for you though. But ultimately, you guys just have your rest, right? Father Tom O'Malley, Minerva will, pester you about spending time with her.
Wait, what?
Minerva will pester you about spending time with her.
With who?
Minerva.
Oh, like she wants to spend time with me. Okay, that's fine.
And it's clear her motives are still untoward and not very Christian-like. But you, as a father, have an opportunity to either make good on that or whatever you like. So how would you like to solve this issue? Because she's indebted to you, but she also has set in her ways as to how she wishes to thank.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I would say to her, my dear, I'm quite flattered. But please, you must give your love to the Lord. My love, or the love that you think you might get from me, won't solve your problems.
I've seen the Lord work through you. You're about as close as I'm going to get.
That's not true, my dear. All you need to pray, and all you need to do is pray, and you'll be as close to the Lord as I am.
She sits back, obviously disappointed, and is like, you'd be the first preacher that hasn't,
Well, those other preachers, they didn't converse with the Lord like I do.
What's he like, the Lord?
He understands. He sees our problems. He sees what we go through.
I know, I mean, what's he actually like in person?
Well, I've not met him in person, my dear.
I don't get it.
Sometimes I don't either. But that's the struggle. You keep forging forward. Listen to the Lord when you can. And even when it seems like the Lord isn't speaking to you, know that he's watching and protecting you.
Okay. It's really hard to not join in with the festivities, and wondering why you don't do that.
You can celebrate all you want. I'm exhausted though. I've been through a lot today. The Lord does not look down on celebration. In fact, the Lord celebrates it himself. Think about Christmas. Isn't that a celebration?
Yeah, but you don't.
Family gets together and there's drinks and joviality.
Sure, but you don't fuck strangers on Christmas, Father.
Well, you shouldn't lay with strangers as it is, my dear.
Well, how else do you make merry, Father?
Have a few drinks, have a few laughs, tell us some stories. And there's nothing wrong with love, my dear. If you open yourself up to God's love, you also open up yourself to loving your fellow man. I, for one, I've taken a sacred vow, a vow that I cannot break. You have taken no such vow, but the Lord wants you to lay with a man if there is love. Not for fun, not to celebrate, but when there's true love, and that is the best romance that one could ever have.
Good shit. What about anal? No.
But if you do anal, you're still a virgin.
Oh, thank God. No. All right. So I think basically we should probably maybe wrap up the session with you guys receiving the notice that you sent off to Dallas for. So basically, do you guys remember what you actually requested?
So we were asking about if they had seen the symbol on the bullet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we also forwarded the information about we had heard that the cloaked man was somewhere near water, or was it near the ocean? What was it?
Ferry.
It was near a ferry. Yeah.
A ferry. So we asked if they know any areas that resemble that description.
And I think we're going to head there too.
We were going to head there if they needed us to.
Oh, you mean you're going to go on the Dixie Rails to Dallas?
If they need us to.
Okay.
But we wanted it. We sent them a description of the symbol, and we asked about Billy's vision about the man by a ferry, asking if that resembled anything that they knew about.
Okay. So you guys received basically information. You didn't ask for any information about the monsters or whatever that you faced, or nothing? I honestly don't remember. Yeah.
The skinwalkers, maybe. I can't remember.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that time was limited. So basically you get a reply. What was that?
You pay per word, so we're trying to keep it short.
Yeah. So I would suggest that.
Hold on, I have it written down what we sent to him. Hold on.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I thought I did. Maybe did I delete it? Hold on.
I thought we were on our way there to actually like converse with them and go through their shit.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought so too.
All right, this is what we sent.
Oh, you actually read it.
Wild Creek cleared. Found info on Cloaked Man. Gained artifact. Headed back to HQ. Please respond.
Oh yeah, so you get a message back that says, "Noose, stop. Will receive you upon arrival. Stop. Look for Hammond at the station. Stop."
Okay. Hammond?
Hammond, yes.
Like the guy that made Jurassic Park?
That's it. He comes out and he's just like, "This is a mosquito." No.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Interactive CD-ROM.
Oh, fucking Jesus. Don't you bring me back to the Stone Ages.
All right, so we are heading back to Dallas. Drummer Boy was right.
Yeah, I mean, there's very little that you can actually send over email. What do they call it? Fuck. Telegraph. Yeah. So, you won't be able to show them the bullet or draw little symbols or nothing.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right, so we're heading back to Dallas, and we're going to look for Hammond.
Yes. Now, did you want to try and get work on the way back to Dallas as security?
Well, I think we were just taking the train because it was fastest, right?
Yes, but the trains are very... they're not safe.
So we can find work to do on train?
Yeah, a lot of people that come into Lubbock come from doing security jobs on the Dixie Rails. So basically, there's a thing called the Great Rail Wars right now. And the railway lines are very much like a lot of things happen in terms of like sabotage, monster attacks, all that sort of stuff. Definitely, it's a loud, noisy thing that draws a lot of attention from the wildlife, good or bad, and there's always competitors attempting to, start shit, get hit, that sort of stuff.
I mean, and unless anybody else disagrees, I'm not adverse to getting paid to ride a train. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, mostly, your pay is riding for free, and you're expected to, in lieu of things happening, you are expected to, protect the interests of the Dixie Railway Lines. Otherwise, you can just be a passenger. It's up to you.
Well, but explain like what. This may be a bad word or the wrong word to use, but like, what is the alignment of the Dixie?
Self-interest, mostly. So basically, the Great Railway Wars. It's such a fucking tongue twister. But the idea is that there's 3 competing companies,
and they're trying to make like the
Great Continental
connecting. Yeah.
So the first one to do that will get the government countrywide grant. Basically shipment permissions, essentially, to work for the government, to take all their work and stuff like that. So there's a lot of competing companies that are trying to
So I guess the question. Well, I guess the question I have is that if we take work for this railway, is it something that other people would know about to where it would affect our standing in the future with other factions? Or is
unless you go out of your way to make yourself known, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, it's a free ride. It's only a day and a half maybe travel. So.
That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'm okay with doing security.
It's mostly just like, imagine yourself like plain-clothed marshals in an airplane, right?
Sure.
Like you're just sort of expected to, in the case of emergency, protect the interests of the Dixie Railway Lines.
Yeah. Sure. We're spare guns. So.
Are you good with that, Milan?
If I am allowed to join the protection of the train, I'm good.
I mean, you probably come, like the people you're known in this town now, right? So people know that you've killed a fucking tarantula. You can probably hold your own for the most part. So we'll take care of the purchasing after this, I guess. But let's do a wrap up. Let's do some experience then. So I'm going to say 3 experience points. The group succeeded greatly, and their adventure had significance on the overall story.
Oh yeah.
Sounds pretty good to me. Now, you guys are all at 9, right? So that puts you at 12 now. So that means you've accumulated 5 experience points. Well, obviously, the only stipulation here is Drummer Boy. Because you're at what now? 32? Yeah. So, everyone gets to pick one advancement. So what did you guys pick last time? I know the only thing that you can't gain another attribute if you've already increased your attribute.
Yeah, I did my attribute last time.
Yep.
I increased, one attribute by die type last time.
Mm-hmm. So you can't do that again until you get to level 20.
All right.
So,
I might try to gain a new edge, but I would have to research that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's either that or a new skill at D4, but either one I'm going to have to research offline.
Sure. Malao, do you have any idea what you want?
I'm either gonna take the edge fast healer, or I'm gonna take a new skill.
You know what? We'll address this at the start of the next episode, I think. Yeah.
But,
yeah, that'd be good.
All right, cool. So let's do some shout outs and wrap this bitch up. Drummer Boy, let's start with you. Where can people find your booty butt?
People can find my booty on Spotify, iTunes, all those places most likely. Twitter, if I ever go live on Twitch again, I'm making alerts right now for my System Shock playthrough, and then System Shock 2, and then the Bioshock series, and then I think I'm gonna add in Dishonored. What did I have Dishonored in there last time? Dishonored, and then Prey, the new Prey, so I can go through that and the DLC. And I'm gonna be starting that whenever my alert is done. And I'm
you're gonna play the original Prey?
Original Prey?
Yeah.
If there is one.
Prey. Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely, dude. The
Yeah,
original Prey is fucking baller as shit, dude.
I'll
It's
play
like
the OG Prey and then the new one.
yeah. So Prey 1 is all like fucking with portals and shooting aliens at the same time.
I remember seeing that. I remember being excited about the sequel, but it never happened.
Like literally there's a part in the game where like you play on a tiny little asteroid while the creatures that are normal size walk around the room next to you and you're just staring up at them. And they had this whole intro sequence of just, oh, it was good. It was an interesting game.
Well, I'll be playing that too then. So that'll be starting whenever I get the alerts done. I'm probably going to start that either this weekend or next weekend. Because learning new 3D skills.
Yes. Lower thirds of fun.
Also, Malau, you can throw a tomahawk on your sheet. I already paid for it.
Cool.
And I took investigation as my advance.
Oh, an edge or a skill?
Skill.
New skill at level 4?
Yep.
Sweet. There you go. Easy peasy. Father Tom O'Malley, aka Spooty Booty McTooty Fruity. What up, sir? Where can people find your booty butt?
So yeah, you can follow me on Twitch, Sputnik71. I'm like 10 followers away from being able to be an affiliate, so you know, there's that.
Go follow this fucking man. Jesus.
I don't stream a whole lot, so you know your shit won't get bogged down with notifications from this guy. But anyway, yeah, you can follow me, Sputnik71 on Twitch. On Twitter is Sputnik_71 because some asshole apparently already has Sputnik71, which is weird.
You know, some fucking idiot has Henley.
Yeah.
Right? Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure it's me too. Right? Like
I think the other one might be me also, but I don't know what I fucking used to set it up, so whatever.
Exactly, right?
Anyway.
I can't fucking find that account anymore.
But anyway, if you do go to my Twitch page, you can find my Twitter and YouTube and all that kind of shit. So anyway, yeah. Throw me a bone, people.
Speaking about getting a bone thrown at him, Maleo, the monkey, my man, what up? Where can people find your stuff?
Well, people can find me over at Twitch. Monkey over Twitch, where I will be just started a new series of mainly D&D stuff. So right now I'm playing Neverwinter Online. Well, Neverwinter.
Did you play that fucking Sword Coast Legends game?
Sword Coast?
Good. Don't play it. But yeah, that's pretty much
I
it,
think I
guys.
actually might have in the past. I almost got through the tutorial.
Yeah, it was garbage. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's episode of Die Party Noose. So here's the thing. Next week I might be moving. I don't know yet. It's hard to say. But we will be back. On top of that, I am looking at putting together a Cyberpunk 2020 game as well, which will probably be on Mondays at 5 p.m. PST. So that'll be interesting. The team is probably going to consist of 4 other role players, but we'll see how we go. We'll see what happens with that. But this will all happen after I finish the move to Warsaw, because that's my main focus right now. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you when we see you. Have a good one. And remember, don't swallow the dynamite. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Nope.
Or do.